What is up, Deuce and Mo? We are live on a Wednesday night. No podcast. This is not a podcast. We decided we were just going to bust out a little just chat.
Busting out a just chatting.
It's pretty simple. We hang out, talk about whatever, and we talk with you guys on Twitch, YouTube. Shout out to Kessie, J-Dub, seeing Dragon Slayer Goblin Eater of the house. What's up, Nightmares? Hey, Zeus.
What a name. What a name.
How are we doing tonight? Republic FC, says Crazy Dave. Yeah, big match for Republic FC tonight against Sporting KC at Sutter Health. Wait, what's their park called?
Don't ask me.
Sutter Health Park?
Maybe.
No, that's not it. That's not it. That's where the River Cats play.
Either
Republic FC. So what's on your mind, man? What's up? How you doing today?
To me?
Oh, it's Heart Health Park, by the way.
You're asking me?
Yeah, what's up?
I made a vision board. I just want to get to my freaking vision board.
You want to do that off the top right away?
I mean, sooner than later.
Okay, so apparently someone, a couple podcasts ago, someone was mentioning like, hey, we should do a vision board for the Kings.
Yeah.
Or did we just say a vision board?
They
maybe
said something about a vision board, and then we were like, let's make a Kings vision board. And so being the straight A student that I am, I did the project. Did you do the vision board?
I did not. I was swamped this afternoon. I was busy.
Oh, what were you doing?
I got a haircut today. Let's take a second. This is what everyone loves to do. Every time I get a haircut, we do a little spin. Check out this face.
Can you believe that Deuce's shaving of the head turned into... Why do you have red shit on your neck in different spots?
Just stop.
Okay.
What are we doing?
I just can't believe it turned into something that, like, you ended up loving.
I actually think it's a much better look on me.
Well, it's a look that you have to upkeep every 2 weeks, though.
You gotta upkeep it, everything. My old look, too.
Your old look was, like, not as much upkeep.
Fade so clean, Deuce. Thank you, J-Dubs.
Fade so clean.
Fire lineup. You guys. The people dig the new Deuce.
Oh, the what?
That was my vision board.
Stop.
To shave my
Stop.
head.
Don't.
It's to start fresh.
That's being
start anew for this new journey for the Sacramento Kings.
That's not why you literally shaved your head because you lost a bet. And then I said, hey, because you have that wedding coming up and your hair hasn't grown out, here's a few looks that I've seen that might actually work.
I'm sorry. I got to give the people what they want. We're just chatting tonight. For those who are just popping in randomly, this is just chatting. This is not our podcast. We are here to chat with you, and wherever it goes, it goes. But Jordan said one more spin.
Oh my God, Jordan.
It's for you, Jordan.
No, it's literally for Deuce.
This is for you. Ask, I deliver for you. One more spin for Deuce Mason.
As you give your spin, I just want to read this comment. Christian says, still laughing over that bald cap that you tried last season.
That was the top 5 Deuce.
What a bit.
It was a great bit. What's in the jar? It's just a smoothie. Smoothie, man.
What's in the jar?
What's everybody up to on a Wednesday night?
Mitch says, I'll shave my head this year if the Kings don't finish with at least 40 wins. All right. Hey, back off, Carlin. Are you grabbing my vision board?
After you gotta say what's up to Carr. I'm curious for those who are OG Night Chat people. I'm talking like 2 seasons ago, peak pandemic Night Chat when we first launched this. Carlin was here at the start of this. Does anyone actually remember the tiny puppy Carlin? Look at this tank. Look at this big. Oh.
Like a little potato.
The Birdman remembers. That's awesome.
Doggy cam. Yeah, I know, J-Dub. We still...
Shout out to Poo Puncher, by the way.
What?
He says, where are all the people saying Deuce has a receding hairline now? You're damn right. Beautiful locks of hair. What's up, ESPN 1320 in the house? D-Lo and Casey. Okay, so to get this started tonight, Morgan put together a vision board for the Sacramento Kings. For people who don't know what the hell a vision board is, can you break it down?
You know what? I'm going to look up the definition of a vision board.
You just did one.
I did, but like, I want to put it in pretty words that I don't have at the top of my head. Vision board.
Or a dream board.
Definition.
Okay, all you do is you...
No. A collage of images and words representing a person's wishes or goals intended to serve as inspiration or motivation. And that is why I read this sentence.
Okay.
That is important because you guys are going to see things on there. It's not what I think is going to happen, but you got to hope.
You're putting it out there, hoping, dreaming, great intentions.
Yes.
And this is what could happen.
This is what could happen. My vision board could, honestly, if good things happen, we're going to keep the vision board up for a little bit. You know what I mean? You want me to show it?
Bring it on in. Mark, Deuce, random question. Do you introduce yourself as Deuce in real life? Yes, I do. Okay, so
How great.
Okay, well,
Isn't that great?
there's a lot to break down here.
There is.
Okay.
Do you want me to start?
Yes, just...
You can ask me anything.
One, I love the fact that it looks like you're using recycled, this is like cardboard that held cans.
Reduce, reuse, recycle. LaCroix were on.
It's recycle, reduce, reuse, but it's fine. You got a little scrambled up, but it's okay. Where did you get this purple?
I don't know, but I don't like it. It's a little loud for the podcast.
No, I like it. It's not the podcast.
Well, it's a little loud for my microphone.
Okay.
Can I just hold on?
No, leave it.
Oh.
Just go over your shit.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I don't like the crinkly noise.
No one can hear it.
Can you guys hear it?
Just stop it, Morgan.
I don't like the crinkly noise. Anyway, where would you like me to start? You can point out anything and I can tell you what it's about.
Well, let's start here. It looks like you have a Sacramento Proud Kings sticker with a red line in it. Are you saying not to be Sacramento Proud?
Absolutely not. It was just the old team that was on there. And it's no offense to even those individuals or those guys. It was just a different time.
It was the super team, just young squad, I believe.
Yeah, you got Bogey, you got Bagley. And I just don't want to be anything like those teams. Yeah, I just want to be different. It's time, because if you're like those teams, then that's where you are in the NBA. That's where you're going to stay. Do not want to be like those teams. So putting that out there, done with the old.
Okay. All right, next up, there's a couple of pictures of young Morgan.
Yes. Okay, so these are photos of me with one of my AAU teams and some of my teammates. And it was just some of my best times ever. And I'm putting out that I remember how much fun I had playing basketball with these teams. I want this Sacramento Kings team to genuinely have fun with each other, because having fun leads to great success in basketball.
So far, I kind of dig this.
Thank you. That's literally why I put those. I love this. I remember this tournament in Arizona. I'll never forget it. Vicky Baugh, she went.
Ooh, Vicky Baugh could play back.
Yeah, dude. Coco and Quinise, you've heard of them before. I've told you about them.
Yes.
In Sacramento.
I know of them. Yes.
Okay, yeah. No, and so some of just hoopers, loved playing with them. Great team. So much fun.
Okay, next up. What's up with Jennifer Lopez?
Well, okay. So the truth is, I bought a People magazine that was $5.99, and because they didn't have a Sports Illustrated, and I was just like, all right, I need to find some shit for this vision board. So as I'm going through it, I'm like, I'm using a lot of ransom. You know how a ransom note would look with all the words?
I don't know, because I've never actually
Okay,
I've never written a ransom note. I've never gone.
You guys know,
that
like the
sounds some
movie.
psycho shit, Morgan.
My mother is T.R. Reagan.
Okay, fair enough.
So, So anyway, it was all looking really ransomy, like I'm gonna take this Kings team kind of thing. So I was like, I gotta just take something. So then I saw a photo of J-Lo, and I was like, you know what? J-Lo's been through some shit. And when she got down, she got back up and she married someone else every time. Every time.
She just married the guy that she was with before.
But you know what? She was with other people in between, and now it doesn't matter. That's Ben Affleck shit doesn't matter. Either way. So I said, if J-Lo can, so can you, Sacramento Kings. That was more just because I needed to use something else in my People magazine.
Okay.
That I spent
she's
$5.99
overcome
on.
some obstacles in her relationship.
Thank you.
Okay.
Obstacles.
All right, so we've covered that. Where do you want to go next? I mean, I think this is pretty obvious at the bottom. You just put some words together that says enjoyable basketball.
That's what I want to watch. Now, I was honestly looking for like competitive, the word competitive to use, but I wasn't going to cut up a whole bunch of letters. But enjoyable basketball is competitive basketball. It's competent basketball. It's people liking each other, having fun off the court and on the court together.
Can I just say real fast? Just as I stare at this,
yeah,
I'm very impressed. Like, I would not be able to do this.
What?
I don't see the problem with my vision boards. I don't have a vision. I would sit here and go, I don't know what to put. Is it something funny? I'm an overthinker. So, all right. So you want to enjoy about. Okay, where do you want to go next?
That makes me really sad that you wouldn't be able to make a vision board.
Let's go to 41 here. You have a basketball that has 41 all over it.
You know
Is that
why?
for Costa Koufis, his old jersey number?
No.
Let's talk about it. Shout out Costa Koufis.
We're talking about a 500 team. Like pushing those vibes. No. And again, a vision board is what you want and what you would hope for. Doesn't mean that's what you think is going to happen. But you got to shoot for the stars or the moon or one of those really far away. And
the moon? That's so close.
Which one
nowadays.
do you? Oh, shoot for the stars, land upon the moon.
Shoot for a different galaxy.
Shoot for the moon. Yeah, nowadays the new NASA camera showing us different galaxies. Yeah. Shoot for a whole different galaxy, land upon the moon. How's that, our new saying? This is just a hope, not it's a want.
Okay,
It's
more a couple of things.
That was hard for me to do.
You don't need to keep prefacing everything by saying, look, I'm not predicting it. Yes, it's a vision board. We get it. It's a vision board. These are all things you want to happen. You would love to see the Kings get to 541 games. You have a thing that says, I hope to turn my pain into a smile. And then you have farewell to our incredible 16-year tragedy. That is, I gotta be honest, this is brilliant.
Wow.
We haven't even got to the main thing. De'Aaron Fox is your centerpiece here. By the way, an autograph. This is an interesting use.
I have two.
Okay. An interesting use of a De'Aaron Fox autograph. But why De'Aaron Fox at your center of your vision board?
Well, one, I only had autographs from Bogey and Bagley and Harry Giles too. So I didn't have anyone else but De'Aaron Fox, a picture of him, because he's obviously not going to be in People magazine. But when I thought about it and was like, you know what, I'm going to put it in the center. And that was something I thought about after, because it all depends on him. And so my hope, and I'm not saying it all depends on him, but we know his year has a huge impact on what could happen to this team this season. And so I shoved him right there in the middle to be like, hey, bud, you got this. Do your thing.
I got to be honest. I don't think you could have come up with a better vision board. And just so you know, this is the first time I'm actually seeing she's been working on it today.
Really?
It's really good. Like, the J-Lo thing is a bit of a stretch. If there's anything if I'm going to break this down, because I know everyone's eager to hear a breakdown. I can't wait for the chat's breakdown of this. But you're like, hey, say goodbye to the past. Super team just showing that era's done. You need this guy to play well, aiming for 41. Get rid of our 16-year tragedy, and I hope to turn this pain into a smile. Give me some enjoyable basketball that relates back to my youth. When I was playing and when the Kings were playing well.
Yes.
Morgan Reagan. I'm... That's really good, dude. That's really good. Shout out to Cassie, by the way, who resubscribed on Twitch.
Hey, thanks, Cassie. If you had to give me a grade.
Oh, it's an A. It's an absolute A. Yeah.
Rocked the shit out of these projects in school. I really did. Oh, wait. And by the way, too, I kept this around. Hold on. Let me just.
Wait, time out. If Carlin ruins that. Someone in the chat also was saying it should be a t-shirt. Honestly, it's not a terrible... Dude, what if we put that on a t-shirt? It's on our website, and it's a vision board t-shirt, what we want this year. And that's the t-shirt that turns it all around in Sacramento.
I know. Okay.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. I'll take a good photo of it.
Let's talk about it.
We'll do a good lighting.
Vision t-shirt. People are on board with it.
I love this idea. I love this idea.
If you like it, give us a hell yeah in the chat, and also hit the thumbs up button because it just helps our channel grow. Also follow us on Twitch.
Thank you so much, because I even spray painted the box and everything.
Shout out to Manny for that idea, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah, you did spray paint the box.
Done,
Someone in C Dolce says 100% I'm rocking that shirt, dude.
And then if they did take off to another level, what would we do with this vision?
17th. We send it to the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame, and they like put that in the Kings section. Brett says head of the snake equals center of the vision board. Yeah.
Dude, I like it.
Oh, man. What else? Wow. Mark with a C says, oh, Deuce is so nice to Mo. Wow. Okay. Is that a big deal to people?
Yes. For all of us.
Ruckus says the first time Deuce has ever been nice to Mo.
Yes. I mean, like one of the few times.
Oh, my God.
I get a compliment from you like every 9 to 11 months.
The Merman says, I love Fox in the middle because that's the reality of this team. It's all on Fox. I'm not going to say it's all on Fox, but you're right. If they have success, we're going to be like, oh, it's because Fox had a great year.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and I was putting it out there too, like the whole 16-year thing, because obviously it's like, that just needs to be gone. That needs to be away behind us.
Matt says, I think a simple like Deuce on a t-shirt with your signature on the back would be so clean.
Oh, that actually kind of would.
But it's kind of a ripoff off. There's actually a brand called the Deuce brand.
Oh,
I'm actually suing them, believe it or not. And their logo, no, it's great. And I've thought about buying one of their shirts. Let's see here.
Oh my God, it is.
They have like the peace sign.
Yeah, it's already taken, guys.
Yeah, right there. Deuce.
That.
Yeah.
Wow, they stole your name.
Did. They absolutely did. I also love how on that second screen it says morning chat. My bad. I need to change that while we're here. Because we could be showing the second screen at any point. Right?
So really quick too, when I was looking for things to what is it called? When I was looking for things for the vision board, I went to like one of my bins to see if I could find the King stuff, and that's where I found the autograph and everything. And you know, I was saying I was really good at this shit when I was little. So this just looks like a book, right? And you're like, okay, what is this? So I found this book, and this is a kingdom where the fun never stops, and it's all about sports. It's called Sports Zone.
How old were you?
I think 5th grade.
I was waiting for Morgan to be like, I was actually a junior in high school.
Wait, but this is great. This is my favorite. So right. I'm not going to read. I don't even need to read it all. I am the ruler of Sports Zone, the most exciting, exhilarating kingdom on the planet. I would like you to know that I am not a mean, nasty, or cruel ruler. I'm just plain old nice. In fact, everyone living in Sports Zone is nice. We never bite or fight. I use patience to keep things in order, and I never get frustrated. We mix work with fun, which keeps a good balance in my kingdom. As ruler, I declare that candy is good for you and vegetables are bad for your health. If you are not having fun, you are breaking the #1 rule and will be punished and forced to eat 1 gallon of chocolate fudge ice cream.
All right, so...
What?
There's so many things
Was I on drugs as a child? What is this?
Yeah, I just need a full break. One, I didn't envision just chatting tonight, just turning into this, which is Morgan doing a vision board and then showing off old projects.
I'm sorry. I
am the ruler of Sports Zone, the most exciting, exhilarating kingdom on the planet. Not a mean, nasty, or cruel ruler. I'm plain old nice. This is the one that got me.
What?
We never bite or fight. Was that like an issue where you grew up?
I got bit on the basketball court. Yeah.
As a child.
Yeah, in a rec league. And I'll never forget her name. I will not say it.
Wait. Time out.
And if I,
We should have her on the podcast.
No.
Let's find her.
No. Dude, she bit me and it was a big game.
Time out. I need to know more details.
It was a rec league.
Where did she bite you?
Fourth or fifth, I think it was
Where did
fifth
she
grade.
bite you? Where?
On my arm. We were tied up for a ball and she bent down.
That's actually a good move. Could you
It was.
imagine what social media and the talk shows would do if that happened in the NBA? Like guys going, and then like you just see a player like bite another
teeth
player.
marks were on my, and they
No
called
call?
it no call. And we're like, there's teeth marks. And then like the ref hated me at a young age.
So a couple people mentioning we should change the podcast name to Sport Zone.
Yep.
Sport Zone sounds lit, Steven.
If you get in trouble, you're forced to eat 1 gallon of ice cream.
This is totally Morgan though.
Like
the
right.
forced. Yeah, if I get punished, how can I get punished in a good way? Ice cream. Oh, Morgan.
I know. I don't know.
is
I don't
hilarious.
even know what else is. Yeah. So then my.
I was like, so if you were, how old were you here? Like
I
fifth
think
grade?
fifth
maybe?
grade.
If I was in fifth grade,
That's really good.
if I was fifth grade, I would be like the kids in Superbad, just drawing like
The penises?
penises all over a paper.
Strange. Real strange.
Wow, Morgan, you got a good topic written by your teacher here. The coat of armor we have selected to represent Sports Zone stands as a badge of nobility, strength, and good sportsmanship. Your mom wrote this.
No, she did not.
This
She
is
probably helped me.
Look at her stupid badge of nobility and strength. What is it? A peace
I don't know
sign?
what
Oh, wait. Is that foreshadowing to later in life?
Deuce?
And also, this is just the NFL logo. You ripped off the NFL logo. This is the NFL logo. And what is this a mushroom? Like what is it?
And why do I have a whole bunch of animal
Oh,
prints?
you have a boxing glove, bat, tennis racket. Okay. Anyway, the upper left square of the shield stands for peace, tranquility, and freedom for my kingdom.
Oh, my mom definitely
and
helped
Deuce.
me. Yeah. It didn't say induce.
The
definitely
upper right square stands for long live fun and sports. That's your flag. That's the flag.
You guys, I was obsessed with basketball.
This is so stupid. These are all like merch ideas. Why don't we have this flag redone and made? And the bottom left square of the shield represents speed and stamina. And finally, the bottom right square signifies the strength of a bear.
Is that a bear fur? Wait, the brown is bear fur.
Bear? Yeah. Thanks, Morgan. Curiosity of the tigers, okay? The loftiness of the giraffe and the swiftness of a cheetah. What? I'm sorry, if I'm your fifth grade teacher, I'm immediately calling the parent and be like, "Hey, dude, you gotta like stop doing your kids. You gotta stop doing your kids' homework. It's not cool. It's just not like."
Oh my god. Yeah. Whatever.
Dude, one of the craziest things I remember growing up, and this is where you go, God, my grandma was awesome.
What'd she do?
So in fifth grade, we had a state project. We got to pick what state we want to do a project on.
Did you do California?
No. It's funny in my adult life saying this state because I'm like, oh, jeez. Texas. I did Texas because I grew up a Cowboys fan. So anyway, I wrote it all out, but it needed to be typed. So the day before my project was due, I think I was like, oh, I need someone to type it. And my grandma stayed up. And she didn't have a computer. I don't think she had a computer. She did it with a typewriter and typed up my entire project.
What a gem.
I'll never forget that.
What a gem. Dude, that's a good grandma. That's dope. That's like,
Yeah.
truly, that's super cool. My mom would do that. She would definitely do that. Not my grandma.
Deuce, are you from Texas? What made you pick the Cowboys? So, my mom grew up a Cowboys fan. I feel like being a product of, my mom, she's actually not even that old, which is crazy. But growing up in the 70s, 80s, she just grew up a Cowboys fan. They were always on TV, America's team, blah, blah, blah. She loved Danny White and Drew Pearson and Tony Dorsett. And it got passed down to me. So when I was growing up, like 5 years old, watching Aikman, Smith, Irvin, I was obsessed with those guys. Like, actually, welcome to Storytime with Deuce.
What, obsessed.
Morgan was there to witness one moment that really hurt me as an adult. Can I be completely honest?
Yeah.
I met a lot of great people in my life, okay? So anyway, I love Michael Irvin and Emmitt Smith and Aikman. I met Aikman one time at the Super Bowl, which was amazing. But at the same Super Bowl Radio Row week we were at the hotel, and Emmitt Smith was in the hotel.
In the lobby.
In the lobby, and he was talking to a kid. And I stood back because I wanted to be respectful and didn't want to but I wanted to shake the guy's hand. I was just like, oh my God.
Childhood hero.
Yeah. So he gets done with the kid. I'm like, Emmitt totally stiffed me, dude. And I don't
stiffed him back. Like, not even where.
No, it was like you clearly looked at me.
He knew Deuce was waiting.
I waited for probably 15 minutes. And by the way, I'm not like an autograph hound or anything. But it was just, and I know it's not that big of a deal, but for whatever reason in that moment, even though I was like 25 at the time, I felt like I was a 10-year-old.
No,
again. I was like,
I felt really bad for you in that moment because like you have the utmost confidence to like go up to so many people, and not just people that were like your childhood hero. It doesn't matter if it's like a sports reporter or whoever. You're always down to go up to them. And just say what's up. Like, but you understand a person. You're aware of person's timing and space and all those things.
That same Super Bowl, I met Troy Aikman and got a picture with him, which was so cool because I used to, as a kid, and it's so crazy how things change, right? Like, because I think today's version of this would be like going on social media, but back in the day, I remember at the book fairs in elementary school. Remember book fairs? Do they even do that anymore? I don't know. Do kids read books anymore? Do they ban them all? I don't know what's happening. But
the erasers, I loved buying erasers.
So they would put every year, what a scam this was. They would have like a book that had the addresses for every single pro sports team. And the whole thing was you can send this person a letter. And so I got that, and I had the Dallas Cowboys like address, and I wrote Troy Aikman a letter. I think I even drew him a picture of himself because I used to draw him a lot.
Yeah.
And I asked him for tickets, didn't happen, and an autograph. So months down the road, I go to the mailbox. There is an envelope from the Dallas Cowboys. And I was just like, open it up, Troy Aikman autograph. And then I meet him later. What a moment.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
No, well.
Oh, what's it?
Speaking of childhood heroes.
By the way, can we just stop for a second and just acknowledge that Morgan totally I've probably heard this story before, so I'm just no-selling this.
Which one?
The Aikman one. You were just very already you moved on.
No. Wait, what do you mean? Your other story, I was feeling for you, and then you moved on to your Troy Aikman story. Are you kidding me? You're good. So I did not write this, but I just saw this too. Brittany, my sister, made this for me, and it says Weber #4. But then she wrote, because you were talking about your childhood hero.
Yeah, which was for you, Chris Weber, right?
So she wrote me a note at home, and she's a story, I guess. And she said, once upon a time, there was a girl named Morgan, and she loves basketball. Her favorite player is Chris Weber from the Kings. Her favorite team is the Kings. She plays basketball almost every day. Sometimes she dribbles a basketball in the house. Morgan has lots of pictures of Chris Weber. She always wears basketball shorts. She has so many basketball shoes. Her favorite sport is basketball. Basketball is life to her. Basketball is so cool.
Wow. And look at you.
My family knew me.
Yeah.
And I never changed.
That's hilarious.
Should we go back to Troy?
No, someone in Boise in the chat goes, and you're not a Cowboys fan anymore? Look, I think it's tough for me. It's tough for me. I'm not a big Jerry Jones guy. It's true. So I root for the guys. I'm just not diehard like I used to be. Into the Tony Romo era. Whew. Maureen, when you first met me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Tony
Truly.
Romo.
Well, even the Cowboys. Just the Cowboys for you. It was interesting how much you would root for them, and I could see your love for pretty much the Cowboys just wear off. Yeah. Your love for Tony Romo is still right there. So strong, never left.
Brett says you were Brittany's childhood hero. How awesome. Speaking of your sister, she posted something on TikTok today.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sharing this because it's holy shit. So she was on a walk today and sees a fox swimming, which, by the way, what are the odds? Then sees fox get out and then start running into the freeway. And that's not it. She caught this whole thing.
On camera.
It's like one of the most. I'm like, it's gonna get 1 million views.
Uh,
It's shocking. All right, so I'm gonna play it for you guys. This is like literally pretty insane. Here, let me.
I love that we have it. Oh.
Sorry, Morgan. So watch the fox. Watch this shit. Oh no! Oh no! 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 The fox survives.
The cutest thing.
Okay, in this moment, you want the moment that like got me, Morgan?
What? That?
That moment.
Yeah.
That's the moment I thought, oh no, Fox is no longer with us.
Yeah. No, that. Oh my God.
Like, look at.
What a cutie. Oh.
This is stunning. Like, to be able to see this in real
So
life.
was he? I need to look this up. Do foxes
swim? Sure, he's taking a little dip.
No.
Yeah.
Swim to kill prey.
Oh, okay. Now you're getting dark. I like it.
Well, and I'm just.
I'd like to know in the chat, was that like the most insane thing you've seen today?
Was it the most insane thing? Oh, they're swimming. It can climb, sneak around, run at an incredibly fast pace.
Deer in his rookie year. Funny.
Doesn't like to swim. Oh, so some fox don't like to swim. Is it foxes? Some foxes, yes.
When I was in Wyoming, says Brooke, there was a fox playing with a cat outside our hotel. It was so cute. You mean like playing like with its limp body after it murdered the cat, or like literally playing with the cat?
I'm sure they were like around the same size and playing. Have you ever seen Fox and the Hound?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't find. Can a fox swim underwater? Ooh. A fox has never been caught swimming underwater. Damn it, Brittany. Why didn't you catch him swimming underwater?
Mark with a C says, it's so funny that Deuce is just saying fox, not the fox.
You were. And I was wondering the same thing. I was like, is anyone else? Like, why?
I don't know.
That was so weird.
Maybe I was just in my head doing play-by-play. Fox with it.
Fox across the highway. He jumps. He's good.
Wow, here's something deep. You guys ready for some deep shit right now from Carlos?
Absolutely.
This is what Just Chatting's about. You don't know what direction it's going to take. We don't have to just talk Kings, talk about whatever. But he says, that video that we just watched, is this a sign of things to come for the season? The pond is the play-in tournament, and the freeway is playoffs. Everyone thinking we are dead, and we make it to the finals!
Oh, my God. Wait.
Carlos!
This could be our video that we go back to after every win of the King season.
Isn't it going to be weird when we reflect on this night, mid-April next year, and we're like, hey, remember that Just Chatting and you did a vision board and we played the TikTok of Fox? The Fox getting across the freeway unharmed?
I don't know. It's July, end of July. The Kings have been bad for a very long time. Are we delusional? Are we just having fun? Or is this all real?
It's not mentioned delusions.
Come on.
What?
You gonna tell the people?
No, I mean, it's not. No, because I don't want anyone to feel bad.
Don't feel bad.
My mom's been in the hospital for like a
mental hospital.
Well, no, she's in the hospital,
Oh.
but dealing with yeah, she has like delirium right now. She's like delusional. It's pretty crazy.
And you're laughing.
Morgan, you have to understand sometimes you laugh so you don't cry. It's not, obviously it's not funny. It's just like, my God, you know?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Poor choice of words, Morgan. Jeez. Yeah.
Let's get to some more comments. Will Z, Fox and the Hound is so sad. I can't rewatch that one as an adult.
Really?
I don't remember what happens. I've seen that movie 800 times. Donald James X says new emojis. Yes, yes, yes. Dude, yeah, we did add some new emojis for the YouTube members. Let's see here. It's Fox foreshadowing. I think he could be right, Mitch. Matt, do you guys think a playoff appearance would wake Doko up? I mean, I think Doko on event nights is popping. Like there's a ton of people down there, which is cool to see. It's those non-event nights, and I mean that happens in a lot of places. But you know, I personally, as someone born and raised in Sacramento, I just wish they could find ways to act. I mean, one, the city has major issues, so this maybe is not atop of their agenda right now. As God, I'm getting deep here. As we get into a recession, like period. No, but revitalizing K Street. I know that's been like the city's thing for 40 years, it seems like. Hey, let's get K Street going, K Street Mall, all this stuff. But I think it's got so much potential. I've been to cities. I mean, you go to Denver. Denver, what a fun downtown that is.
So cool.
And they don't even have like an arena, but they've got the baseball stadium downtown, which is great.
Even a city that's more calm, like Santa Barbara, they like made this whole street into
Shout out to State Street.
Promenade. Like, you know, just so you can walk everywhere. I went to John Mulaney at Golden One Center, and Doco was packed. You couldn't even get into some of the, like that restaurant at the top to the left, looking at the arena. Sorry, I don't know all the names.
Place.
Yeah, but I
forget what
the
it's
name.
called.
Yeah, but anyway, all those places were packed, and you couldn't even get in. You had to wait.
Yeah, and so that area is still trying to figure out, like, hey, what Sacramento's downtown area is trying to figure out what their identity is, and I think it's going to take, you know, another 5 to 10 years for that downtown region near the arena to really get growing and reach its potential. But Midtown's great. I mean, Brooke's talking about it. Midtown's awesome.
I'm gonna head to Portland with my mom and sister this summer, and I'm excited to see that city. I experienced it playing basketball, but I was like so young that I didn't go do things.
I think another thing with Doco, and I'm curious what Portland's like, because like the Doco area, I know I'm cool with some chains, like have Yard House for the people that are coming from different spots, you know, from, you know, Roseville to Bay or whatever, that, you know, that are used to chains.
Yeah.
But dude, that Midtown is popping because Midtown has good spots to go there, and they're local. They're like unique to that area, right?
Yep.
Like it's not like Snug is some chain cocktail spot. No, it's a Sacramento stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I personally that maybe I'm just weird like that. I just like local spots. So when I go to cities, I'm not gonna go to like a typical. I'm not gonna go to Starbucks.
Even when I'm trying a beer, like I want the beer to be local to their city. I want to try something new. Yeah,
and Matt, I get what you're saying about Punch Bowl. Yeah, and Punch Bowl is that's a chain. The one difference there, it's a chain that like they're in like they have one spot in one city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Yard House. How many Yard Houses are in California? Like 800.
Do you want me to look at it?
Not that many. No, you don't have to. I'm just saying there's just a lot of
yard houses in California.
They have 24 locations. Punch Bowl, I don't think has many locations at all. Like I think they're a Denver-based company.
Okay. Yeah,
so.
And you don't. I don't know.
Dude,
what?
Sorry, I keep interrupting.
Yes, you do. But what?
No. Eli was mentioning Coin Op. Coin Op's cool. It's just also just kind of in a weird spot. Like it's just think about that area. There's just not a lot going on. Just like right there, you go down these stairs, and I don't know.
I'm cool with places that aren't next to everything, but it's not at the top of mind when I rarely do go out, right? Because I'm in an area where there's like more things to do, and it's walkable, and I don't like taking lifts from place to place when I'm out. I like to be like, is it walking distance? Can I get there by foot?
You guys see King's ownership possibly buying the River Cats. Yeah, I know Damien had that last week. It's so funny. So Damien was talking about that on their show with James Ham, and he put it out there last week. And then Marcos Bertone comes out and's like, the opinion guy breaking some news today. And he was acting as if he broke it. And I was like, well, it was actually talked about last week, but whatever. Separate of that, I guess there's talks that Vivek is going to buy the River Cats from the Savage family.
Yeah.
I'm just very interested in like what's the motivation there. I don't know. Maybe it's just to have another team in Sacramento from a marketing standpoint. You know, maybe with partnerships you can make a little more money because you have baseball and basketball, so you can do some combined partnerships just from a business standpoint. But it's a place I used to go to River Cats games a lot growing up.
What happened?
You know, I don't know, it just wore off, and I'm just not as into baseball anymore.
Yeah.
I probably haven't been to a game in 5+ years.
A River Cats game. Yeah. Like a Giants
River
game.
Cats.
Yeah.
Giants. I went Giants Dodgers last year. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. No, and obviously Giants it's just a lot more fun to be in the city where it's obviously the sun
Oh,
is probably not going to
great
beat down
weather.
on. Yes, and then here when you do go to a 5 o'clock, whatever time the hell the game is, it doesn't cool off until later. But when it does later, because it's closer to the
Yeah,
river,
yeah.
it is nice.
Yeah. You get into like that 8:30,
Yeah.
9 o'clock at Ray or Sutter Health. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Hey, also for those hanging out with us tonight on Just Chatting, this has been fun. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button. That helps us grow big time. Subscribe, all of that stuff.
Yeah, thanks everyone for being here.
Yeah.
This is like, it's random, but it's just kind of something that we've wanted to do and just not really had time for during the season to just shoot the shit. So thanks for shooting the shit with us.
We got someone in the chat. Who was that? Doug says, can we please bring back the Monarchs? You know, Sacramento got mentioned the other day by the commissioner of the WNBA about expansion because the league is going to expand at some point. But I don't know. I get the sense that they are focused on getting a team in the Bay Area.
Yeah, that was the vibe I've gotten from people just around basketball. And it doesn't surprise me.
I think the WNBA is really in a good spot right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think interest is higher than ever. The talent base is better than ever. They need more teams. I'm cool with the fact that they want to get the Bay Area market for sure in the WNBA, but the Sacramento market could totally support the
Kill it.
Monarchs. And I also like to be, this was a successful franchise that should not have disappeared. They didn't disappear because, it was a mess, but they disappeared because the Maloofs didn't want to pay for it anymore because they were running out of money. So,
it's so
it's
unfair.
it's unfair to, the fans of the team then. But I think if they came back, there'd be more fans than ever. And, it's just cool to see the support for women's basketball grow so much over the years as the game continues to get better too. But yeah, bring back the Monarchs. Yes, it would be amazing. I just don't think I think they're focused on, all right, I think Nashville's been mentioned. San Francisco Bay Area, maybe in Oakland. So
In all those places, it makes sense. And I think we obviously have our biases toward being in Sacramento, but there's also evidence behind it where you saw it doing well. And it doing well in a time of women's basketball of not being as popular as it even is now. I would just absolutely love it.
Well,
I would love it.
You just saw Yolanda go into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
Carol
dude.
Lawson, great player. Look at her. She's the head basketball coach at Duke.
Yeah.
You have some iconic players. Tisha, who we've had in the playoffs.
Iconic.
Ruthie Bolton. It's pretty
Olympic
amazing.
gold medalist,
Jordan says, where do you get that cut, Deuce? My guy Chris over at Taylor in Sacramento. Been going to him for a long, long time. Wizzo says, we need a sports team in Oakland too. Yeah, dude. Absolutely. I'm with you.
Yeah, poor Oakland.
Because it seems like the A's are going to be on their way out. Mitch, there is just no buzz in this town about the Railroad Cats. Sad to say, I don't even know one player on the team. Yeah, I think part of that is it's minor league baseball. Okay, and that's baseball's fault too. Major League Baseball doesn't market their own players, their star players enough, right? And so you're not going to get that same buzz. I think Rayleigh Field was so awesome in the beginning when it was Rayleigh because it was new. Baseball was back, and Sacramento has a strong baseball history for a long, long time from the Solons back in the day. And
you know how easy it is to market a baseball player? You don't have a football helmet on. You show your whole face and your baseball cap. It's ridiculous that Major League Baseball has not figured out a way and evolved to what, digital, social media, all those different things are, and the way that they capitalize, other sports leagues capitalize on that to push out their stars, to make more money, to make more fans. Just so ridiculous.
Yeah, looking at the Sacramento sports scene, I didn't think we were going to go this route, but that's why it's just chatting. The Kings obviously are the king. It's cool that you have minor league baseball. It's honestly just so embarrassing that the Republic thing fell apart. Sacramento is the perfect market for MLS. And it's just so unfortunate that league, it's in my opinion, that league's a joke. I mean, that league has been so based on, it's so frustrating. They have built their league on like, not TV deals because they can't get the same TV deals like the NBA, NFL, even baseball. They built it on expansion fees. So that's how it's like, is this like a Ponzi scheme we're doing in MLS? What are we doing? Let's add as many teams. We raise the expansion fees, and hey, we'll figure it out later. That's what's frustrating about it. But no, Sacramento should have a team, and the Burkle thing fell apart. I know he dealt with the loss of his son too, which I think was very impactful.
It was.
His son was a huge soccer fan, and his son died at a young age. Is in his 20s. So I think for a variety of reasons, Burkle backs out, and then the deal's off, and it's too bad.
It is. Yeah. Just wish there was a whole bunch of rich people out there that could make this happen.
Yeah.
And there are, but they should also be doing other things with their money too.
Well, okay. So don't have sports. Focus on everything else.
No. Please focus on sports too.
NBA, WNBA, MLS should be in Sacramento. 100%.
Damn.
Yes.
Commissioner Deuce bringing all these sports teams to Sacramento. It'd be great for every part of our city.
Let's get to some more topics. Deuce and Mo, I just got into sports card collecting / investing. I picked up about 25 Keegan autograph cards the other day. How much did you spend on that, dude? Mark, you're investing some big money if you're...
Why? How much would a
Keegan Murray rookie autograph?
How much would that go for?
I mean, if you... I don't know. I have zero idea. But
okay, how much would
I would say right now, I don't know the card market like I did a couple of years ago. I'm going to say you can get like at least like $80 for that right now.
Okay.
Could be wrong. The question is, if you could have a rare autograph card, whose would it be? Yeah. I'd be more into like a different piece of memorabilia. Like some of my favorite pieces right now, I had a friend, Eric, a longtime friend, who bought me a Tony Romo signed golf cleat. You cannot get more rare than a Tony Romo signed golf cleat.
It's pretty rare. Pretty random.
This one's not like super rare, but it's on the wall. See under that weird dead plant that's on the wall?
Hey, that's not...
Morgan's head's blocking it now. That's Mr. Sacco right there. That Mr. Sacco signed by Mick Foley. He did some like thing online, some charity thing where he sold like a certain amount of them. Like, I am totally buying this because it was reasonable too. It was like $50 or something.
And he did a cameo for you.
He did. You got a cameo.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not necessarily, I've never really been into sports cards. I do think rare ones that pop up that people talk about, it's really cool, right?
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun when that happens.
I would want things that are like, this is
Red Arbok cigar.
Sure. Yeah. Or something that was used in like a decisive game, right? Like I want the record breaking home run ball, or I want, I'm trying to think, like it would be cool to have a room of that type of stuff. Like, hey, this was the ball that Michael Jordan used when he hit the shot in Game 6 against Utah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Or the jersey, stuff like that gets me.
You know what's funny too? Growing up, I always wanted a room of just basketball stuff, of all this stuff. So I want to make this happen for this podcast room at some point. Like real.
Oh, dude, I would love that. Goals.
Yeah. And not like, oh, we're trying to spend $100,000 on some memorabilia piece. Don't have that money. We'll never spend that much money on a memorabilia piece. But like, I don't know. Sometimes you talk to people and someone has something, discounted price.
Right. Mark was mentioning the Keegan Murray autographs, and Nid Sage says, by the way, guys, I just sold 25 fake Keegan autograph cards to some idiot. Funny.
Good bit.
Also, Mark says Keegan's auto is worth about 100 right now. So I was close. $80. Yeah. So if you bought 25 of them, how'd you get 25 of them? And how much did you spend, bro?
Well, you know.
Damn.
You already know, man.
Okay, Mark. Showing out the money. Matt says, wait, I thought the Kings were supposed to bring back the Monarchs. Wasn't that what they said before when they bought the team? No, I think that was like something KJ said at one point. And There's nothing for sure, but it's too bad that they haven't been brought back. JVZ says, I'd like a Mr. Sacco signed by a wrestler who had it shoved in their mouth. That's funny.
Ooh, that's also a good one.
My friend got me a cameo from the guy that played all the Oompa Loompas from my birthday last year. In character?
No,
in character?
not in character.
Great.
Are you an Oompa Loompa fan?
I mean, dude, this person, I have a Jeff Hardy arm sleeve. He gave it to me at a house show when I was 12. Dude, that's amazing.
That's
cool.
That's
a good story, too.
That is.
And you know that type of stuff? I've mentioned this before on a random night chat, I'm sure. But as a kid, there used to be this commercial, and then Bret Hart would do this all the time. He'd wear these glasses. It's like plastic, whatever. But every time he got to the ring, he would take them off and put them on a kid at ringside. And there were commercials about, I wanted that moment so bad. But I'll never forget, might have been third grade. And back then I wanted autographs, not to sell. I just wanted autograph as a kid. I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Everyone thought autographs were cool.
A Harlem Globetrotter took off his sweatband, his sweaty ass band, signed it and threw it to me.
Where is it?
I actually have it in a box somewhere.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And it was just such a cool, as a kid, like that sticks with you. Still remember how wet it was.
Ew. Yeah, that's kind of gross. That's what Harlem Globetrotters are all about too. The family fun place to be. Then you get a whole bunch of free shit. Sign me up.
Mike has a team idea. How do you break this down?
Okay.
Here are the teams. It's a media pickup game. Morgan, Kyle Draper, Nunes, Damian, and Katie on a team.
Okay.
Versus Deuce, James Ham, KC, Matt George, and Mark Jones.
That team is way more athletic than my team.
Wow, shots fired at Katie
because
and Damian?
You're underrated. Mark Jones is in shape, and KC is probably going to be the best player out there.
Yeah, that's a fair breakdown. I appreciate your honesty.
Like, for me, it'd be, D'Lo, definitely in shape. Draper can play, but like at the same time, like, what am I do? Posting up Katie, and Katie's all of a sudden gonna like be like, I'm WNBA Katie again. Let me.
She could.
Dunk
you gonna doubt her? Yeah.
No, I don't doubt her. I just haven't seen her game in forever. I'm gonna feed my post the ball.
Turtle says, kind of sounds like Morgan's an Oompa Loompa hater.
No. I don't know why I was so offended by that. I am not an Oompa Loompa hater.
Eli says Matt George starting water boy. Okay.
Yeah.
Matt actually had me on Locked On Kings today.
I know. How'd it go?
Great.
Yeah?
I got a story with it.
Wait, what?
So.
Oh, you have a story.
Matt reached out to me over text and was like, hey, can you come on the podcast? And, the blah, blah, blah. Like, hey, I can't do these days. I can do this day. He goes, how about 12:30
Okay.
on Wednesday? Got it. So like 12:30, I'm like, yeah, send me a link. Like I'll log in because there's video. So it's like, I'm right here in the studio. It's like 12:28, no link. 12:30, no link. 12:33, no link. No, nothing. And so I shoot him a text. I'm like, hey, you send me a link? He go, I'm just going to read his response because it's such a funny response. Morgan's like, why are you doing this right now, Deuce? No, it's just funny. I'm not hating on him.
Obviously not.
I sent it 12:33. I didn't get a link. Sorry. Baby delay. Give me a few minutes. Okay.
Hey, the baby takes priority. Baby.
Here's the thing.
Deuce.
Here's the thing. You send the like I'm gonna be a few minutes behind thing.
New dad.
12:27.
New dad.
It's been almost a year.
Hey, been almost a year. That's still new.
Not new.
Those
anymore.
little shits go through so many different things. Are you kidding me?
Okay, secret time. Before we started recording.
Yeah.
I always ask parents this, new parents this. What do you think I asked them?
You like being a dad?
No.
Oh, what?
Is it harder than you thought it would be?
Uh,
Is it hard? No, is it easier or harder than you thought it would be?
And what did he say?
Because he said it was easy. It's
What?
like, and he said it with confidence. Like, whoa, really? He goes, yeah, you just being a parent. It's easy.
There's no way. Matt's lying to you. Matt is lying. You kidding me?
Yeah. Brett says, Deuce doing the media rounds. Yeah, happy hour tomorrow. Yeah, I'm doing James Ham's happy hour tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
I know it seems like I am doing like media rounds. I'm on like multiple things this week, and it's like no, it's just coincidental.
He has a new book coming out.
I have a new book coming out. Deuce is
parents are not
this
okay.
is how James Ham promoted it. Let's see how it did. We are just 24 hours away from Off the Record with the Kings Beat Virtual Happy Hour Part 7. Deuce is wild. Dad humor. Deuce Mason has joined the discussion, which should be a blast. Get a premium subscription to the Kings Beat to receive the invite.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's the Off the Record Happy Hour. Who knows what's going to happen?
Shit's gonna go
Oh,
wild.
man.
That's funny.
These kids in Sacktown, did I miss the vision board making? Dude, you missed the you got to hit rewind, man. The vision board was unveiled. It was amazing at the beginning of this.
A lot of visions. A lot of dreams.
I hope Matt named his son George, creating a new lineage of Georges.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. I don't think he did, but that would be amazing.
Oh, man.
Think about a kid in 2022 named George. Oh wait, Prince. Isn't there like a prince named
George? Is that really an old name? I mean, you act like that's like.
Isn't George an old name?
I mean,
This is George. Yeah, George is an old name.
It's definitely an old name, but I feel like it's still kind of a thing. It's not as bad as some other names. Like
that's just his last. That's his last name. I'm saying for a first name, obviously.
I know.
Okay.
Trying to think. What are some like names that are just old sounding now for men?
George.
Okay.
Would you say like Bert?
Bert Kreischer.
Okay. I'd say like. Well, I'm not gonna say that name. Does anyone have any other ones?
Ralph.
Dawn.
Yeah. Okay. Cletus. No one names her.
Cletus. That's a good one. That's definitely old sounding.
Ben is not. No, that's not in there. Roger is a great one.
Absolutely.
If you like, your friend as a kid now in 2022, what are you naming it? Oh, here's Roger. You think? Are you
like
joking?
Apple is more normal than Roger at this point.
Roger. Bob. No one really names their kid Bob, right? It's Robert and then Bob.
Yeah, super old. Gunther.
Bill. Isn't that short for William though? Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't William even kind of old? William.
Yeah, no, but then you go
just
by
call
Will.
him Will. Like, just name your kid Will. Carl.
Beatrice.
No one's naming their kid Carl these days.
Andy.
Nah, that one's still like.
Oh, now we're going down a rabbit
Yeah,
hole. This is what Just Chatting's about. This is what it's about. We're gonna start doing this weekly during the off season, where we just come on. It's not a podcast. It's us hanging out and just chatting. Old sounding male names.
I love that there's an actual list.
Amos, dude. No one names their kid Amos.
Arthur.
Silas? No, Silas is kind of a hippie. That's a hipster name in 2022.
Sure.
For sure. Theodore, I guess. Cyrus, no.
Arthur.
Otis. Yeah, Otis. That's a dog's name. Can we officially retire that as a human name?
That is a
Otis,
dog's
we're going to
name.
sit here today. If you're named Otis now and you're older, it's fine. I'm not hating on you. If you were born in the 21st century and your name's Otis, it has to be because it's a deep family name. It can't just be you're randomly named Otis, right? Those are my rules. For my
Deuce,
book that's coming out,
he's on
Deuce's rule book, this is one of them.
Otto?
Otto, that's funny. I think of Simpsons with that. Huh?
Who the hell names anyone Casper? I've never heard of anyone's name.
Gideon. No one names their kid. Ezekiel.
Gideon. What?
Zeke's Freaks. Zeke's Geeks, whatever. Ruben, Frederick, Linus.
Rupert?
Rupert's a bad one. Wilbur. These might be the 3 worst names. No, I mean honestly, if you're born 2000,
What's Wilbur from?
I forget.
Is that the pig?
Charlotte's Web, right? Wilbur is the
Babe.
lovable pig
Or no,
who's
Babe is
Charlotte
named
of Charlotte.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
No,
Rufus,
Babe.
Victor. All right.
Dumb.
I'm sure no one cared about them. I'm going to look back at the chat and see. Oh, people were actually talking about it.
Dude,
Okay, that's good.
did you even hear that?
What?
I thought Wilbur was the name of the pig. Babe. Obviously,
I
the
know, I
pig's
just-
name is Babe because that's the name of the movie.
I'm not surprised by you messing something up like that.
I was surprised. Pig.
Burp.
Rupert.
Wilbur. How about Willard? Shout out Willard.
Shout out to Willard.
Did someone dare Matt George name his son George?
Why didn't anyone name it? Or what? Dare him. Oh my God, I couldn't. I just had a major brain fart.
My gramps' name was Boris.
Hmm.
Shout out Boris. Boris Dio.
Yeah, but very old name. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Have you guys seen the movie Willard? No.
There's a movie?
Parker asks, what do you guys watch besides basketball?
Oh, I, since the pandemic, like early pandemic days, I got into Real Housewives.
Yep.
And it has been one of the most fantastic things I've ever. It's just like, it's mindless. And it's like rich people with like drama that's not really drama. And then they do like really rich people things. And that's fun. That's so much fun seeing that. But it's mindless. Yeah, nothing.
I just caught up on Ozark. That was great. The Boys. Oh my God, The Boys. That's a great show. You said what else do we watch, right? I mean, watch WNBA, watch I don't know.
I haven't watched like any baseball.
No, I had a little bit on last night.
I watched some home run derby.
Wrestling. Okay, I know this is really random,
Yeah.
but someone in our Twitch chat. Here's a message. Kyler Slays, first time chatter, so he's just bouncing around a little bit.
Okay.
And I support this because it's just chatting here. You think you can react to my song? It's Lost Mind by Juice D on Spotify. It's my first song. I just want to see if people like it.
Are we allowed to play it
Yeah.
without getting dinged?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's some risk involved here.
Oh. Yeah. If there's
Chat, do we do it?
I say we start
I
it,
just
and
looked
then
it
if
up.
there's like a few bad
just
words
looked
or
it up.
something, we'll just see what we can do. Lost Mind. It sounds dark.
Yeah. All right, you know what?
You gonna try it?
I say we do it.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Shout out to our guy, Donald, who just became a member again 3 months in a row.
Hell yeah.
If
Thanks,
you
dude.
want us to react to Kyler's song, give me a hell yeah.
Give me a hell yeah.
Watch it be like the most epic song. This just chat turns everything around for like the universe for people. The Kings are good. This song,
The
we
Fox
play
video.
it rises to the top of new music category on Spotify. Oh my God.
Let's do it.
All right.
And if we don't like it for some reason,
we don't bully here, so we're
Yeah.
not gonna
Just
we're not gonna
be
clown.
be
We're not-
kind and fair.
Okay.
It's an artist, and it might not
Do
be.
you think he's still listening?
I don't know,
Let's
but
see. Kyler, are you still here?
and if it's like not your type of music, that's okay.
Okay. We're nice. Okay.
Oh, he's here.
All right. I'm a little nervous now. This is Kyler, or sorry, his name's
Yes.
Juicy D.
Isn't it? Is it juicy or is it juice?
I would say Juicy. That's the extra E. It's called Lost Mind.
Okay.
There is some cussing. Okay.
I hit the beach, play ball and sweated out all that bullshit under the palm trees. Today I ain't taking shit from no bitch. Over here we is focused, over here where the growth is. I'm the best dad ever, ho. Fuck what you say, my baby's already said it so. I'm the scum of the planet as far as Reddit go. Sheep niggas is everywhere, but I get it though. I give my baby all the love that I didn't get. Ain't a single day of living that it isn't said.
Okay, guys, can we just stop for a second? A quick update.
Wait, you guys.
Wait. I need to do a couple of things.
Okay.
Oh my God. Okay. So shout out to Brett for donating $20 for the next vision board or popsicles.
Oh, thanks, Brett.
But I looked up the song. He told me "Lost Mine" by Juicy D on Spotify. It's my first song. I played it. He says in the chat,
As
"This
we're
is not
listening
it."
to 41 whole seconds of it.
He says he waited 40.
Kyler.
He said, "This is not it." I'm going to put his message on the screen, and I'm going to put Spotify. Let's just look at this for a second, chap. You think you can react? Hold on, let's make sure you can see that.
Yeah, you can.
Juicy D. Juice D on Spotify. It's my first song. So what did I do? Looked up Juice D. That's it. Lost Mine.
Yeah. So what, Kyler, can you...
Kyler, we were
so down. We were so ready.
That was
a vibe.
I gotta be honest, I was like, oh, whoa, okay.
I liked it. I was jamming.
Well, shout out to the other Juice D.
Shout out, and I hope his song gets
You
lots
know what?
of
He's
listens.
probably just trolling. It's fine. Good for him, man. It's just chat. You can't troll us. I'm just chat, man. We're just hanging out tonight.
I love it. You just assume that he's just trolling now.
Oh yeah, we need the music back.
Yeah.
My bad. We gotta turn this down.
I need my just chat music. Someone else claiming he got embarrassed last minute.
You shouldn't be embarrassed.
No, that's what, no. He's kidding, saying like that's why.
I know. I hope that's not why he did that.
I don't think that's
believable.
why. I don't cuss. That is my background.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm not following along, but it's okay, man.
Yeah.
Whatever you say.
I do want to hear your music though, and if you're saying that was your music but not your lyrics, let us know. Now we gotta know, Kyler. Now we gotta know.
Can we discuss why his name is Juice D or Juicy D? Yeah, I wonder what that could mean.
Oh, I am right. So those were not his lyrics. That was his music. So if that is correct, that is my vibe. That is a vibe.
That his beat? That was his
Yeah.
beat?
Well, that's what he's saying.
Well, you could have sent us the instrumental then. Like, what? Why do I need the song?
Good job, Kyler. But yeah, send us the instrumental.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Hey, something else that I wanted to bring up.
What's up?
Let's see if I can find. I clicked out of it. How do you feel about the 90s jerseys coming back? The Pistons brought back these.
I'm in it. I love it.
So you know what's so funny about this? As a child, I remember these jerseys as a child, and I remember hating them.
Yeah.
I did not like them as a kid.
And
But
I don't.
I'm not one of those. I like the Suns are bringing back their ones
Yes.
from the 90s. Awesome. Who else is bringing the ones back from the 90s?
It's
There's
a-
another team.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe, you guys. And it's like the ugly is now in. So
I also think I think these teams overthink things. Like those jerseys in Detroit are going to sell so well.
yeah.
Like just bring those back. Like people want to see
So what?
the current guys in the old jerseys. It's just cool, especially ones that were like fan favorites.
So what do you mean that teams overthink things?
With like all their jerseys, like it's the whole Nike partnership. It's the city edition. It's the statement. Every team has them, and they all kind of like, let's be different because that's what the league wants. That's what Nike wants. They want these teams to think outside the box with their designs, but cool and all that stuff. And I get it. They're trying to make money. I would love to see the Kings in just their old jerseys from when I liked them
But
as a
what's
kid.
cool about that is that they have different names on the back of these jerseys. You know what I mean?
No,
so it's like,
what I'm saying though is I would love like when you play NBA 2K,
Yeah.
you could pick the Kings and then you could play this with this year's Kings
yeah,
team.
no, I
and
get
pick
this.
any jersey
Dude,
from
that's what I'm
history.
saying. I'm saying, so like, why wouldn't they be able to sell those just as much with like a different name on the back of one of those jerseys?
Well, they could, but people want to see the players in them. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, that's what. Well, why wouldn't they do that too?
I don't know. Because it's.
That's what I don't get. That's
I don't know.
I'm saying, like, people would buy those, so why wouldn't you have the players wear them? Like, it's in.
Jay Scott says the Sacktown jerseys are pretty fire. I love the Sacktown jerseys, but they're not having those again this year. They're changing them out.
God.
They rotate them.
Would anyone, like, honestly, you know how I said ugly is cool, but the gold to
Nah.
me would not be cool. Like, that to me is still like repulsive. Like, I don't like
It's just,
it.
No, I'm just not a fan. If they did like an updated, could you make a case they could do like an updated gold one and make it kind of cool? I think
Yeah.
they probably could. The old people won't like it, but whatever. Armstrong Joseph, what's up, dude? He says the checker jerseys are the best. Yeah, I actually really like those. Those were different, dude, and they didn't wear them long. Kings checkered. And they brought them back with like the Cousins, Isaiah Thomas era. Let's see here. I should get it with Mitch though, Mitch Richmond, because that will really show it.
Yeah.
Dude.
It definitely looks cool on
It's-
Mitch Richmond.
It's different, obviously, right? With the black, the purple, the checker. But it's cool.
And I like how thin the checker is compared to when they brought it back. They made it like half the jersey.
Oh yeah, with the Isaiah Thomas one.
Yeah.
I actually like this version too.
It's fine.
But you're right.
I like the thinner line checkered.
And that logo, I like it.
Yep. Agreed.
I don't yeah.
What?
I just like that logo a lot, man. I know they're not going to bring it back, but I like it. But I don't know. See, and that's the thing with me. For me, I don't know if I like it because it's nostalgic. Like, is that legitimately a good logo? I don't know.
Well, why do you? I mean, the Detroit Pistons graphic logo, the whole thing, it's not. I don't necessarily think that that's like it's a great logo, but it's nostalgic to basketball fans.
That's the other team that's bringing back the Utah Jazz.
Which one?
I think they're bringing back the Mountain ones. Yeah, dude.
Oh.
Well, and see, here's the problem.
Ugh.
So you know what happened with them?
What?
That's crazy. The story on that is they were going to rebrand to this. This is what their new rebrand. This is their new look. And
The
they
neon.
Yeah, it was getting such bad blowback. People are like, just bring back this. So they brought it back as like kind of an alternate one. But this is their new.
That's so boring.
what are we
it's
doing?
So
What are we
like
doing?
you
Like-
look like it looks college to me.
But it's also like teams don't be like. Look how iconic the Utah Jazz Mountain
Yeah.
one is.
Yeah.
The mountain, like you go,
The city.
There's no doubt when you see that whose jersey it is, where it's. You think of
Yeah.
the Jazz. Now we could debate why they are even called the Jazz. I mean, it's a good point. That made more sense in New Orleans. But same thing with the Lakers. Like, there's what lake are they talking about in Los Angeles? They were in Minneapolis. But dude, that's an awesome look.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I feel like that. I mean, you just look at the fashion world and how 90s fashion
Dude.
has come back in so many different ways. And these jerseys,
As a kid,
they're dope.
loved this.
Really?
They're bringing this back.
You know what's funny? As a kid, it's funny that you loved different things. I hated everyone else's jersey. Like, that was in my
Yeah.
soul. I just turned and I hated any other jersey that was not a Sacramento Kings jersey. Didn't care. What a weird child.
No, I mean, some people just don't.
Like,
Right.
I couldn't be a critical thinker at all and think like, yeah, but maybe I like this color or this design. What a stupid
You're a
kid.
kid, dude. You're so weird.
Use your
Parker
brain.
says the new Jazz logo is so bad. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Sixers need to bring back those red and black Iverson era. Dude, that as a kid, I loved Allen Iverson, man, so much. AI jersey.
Samesies.
I had an AI headband I'd wear. See, I never loved the Sixers jerseys then, to be honest. Like, looking at them now, I don't have the same feeling about it. Like, well, I guess when AI just made everything look cool.
Yes.
Those are pretty dope.
For only $78.
I have no idea. It's Poshmark? What? Okay.
You can
that's the
resell
site.
clothing.
Dude,
didn't know they
AI
did
just made
jerseys.
everything look cool, man. This jersey's hideous. It looks awesome on AI. AI made that, like, every kid wanted to, like, dress like him,
I
man.
wore baggy shorts because of him. Chris Webber was
Trendsetter.
my favorite player, but then when I realized, like, I was never going to be big like Chris Webber,
No.
I was like, I have to love a point guard, and it was AI.
Morgan, I think that's one thing that gets missed from that time period in basketball. Kids loved AI.
Yeah.
Kids, growing up, everyone loved Allen Iverson.
Because he was the
dude.
small guy on the court that was
Dude.
balling.
But he was cool.
And he
had
was-
swag, dude.
He had
brought
so much swag.
I mean, so much so that David Stern was like, all of our players need to wear suits, you know? And
Microaggression.
I'm so glad like the league has reverted back to
Yeah.
like, dude, let your players wear what they want. Like, really, they got to show up and like they all have to look on the same. Like, come on.
Yeah, it is. That's what's cool. Like a pencil skirt and a suit doesn't have to be deemed as professional in society anymore. Like there's so much more personality that can go into clothing that you can still be professional with. Express yourself.
Too many teams are red and blue over the years. Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons the Kings aren't going back to those colors.
Yeah,
I think there was some thought about going back to that color scheme from when they, first came to Sacramento. So
I get it, but like I've never been a huge purple fan. Like just in general in my life.
I think purple's a good accent, but a primary, I
Yes.
think if there was like primary, like, you had the black, maybe some white and like, silver or whatever, and purple was part of it too. Sure.
Yeah. Purple is just hard. It's just a hard color to like put a whole bunch of outfits together with, to do a whole bunch of things with.
And it's loud.
It is loud. No, and that's why like even your King's hat with just the logo in black.
Yeah.
Love it. I love it. Just the logo looks great.
When you're online and you're reading like TikTok comments and something just hits and you're like, dude, 100%.
Yes.
I just had
do.
the feeling with Gregory's message
What?
on YouTube. He goes, Darius Miles and Quentin Richardson doing the 2 fists to the head celebration, and AI, the only strong survived tattoo, was super popular. The 2 fists to the head? Are you kidding me? Barrett Middle School in Carmichael, we were doing that all the time playing. Everyone did that. It was always
I didn't do
boom.
it.
Oh my God.
I did not do it.
I love those guys because of it.
Really?
Yes.
That's funny.
I mean, they were these young guys, and it was like, dude, they always do that. It was dope.
What do you see?
Bojack was being weird. Man, look at us being all nostalgic today. Oh, that's what I was going to bring up is old logos, old team logos from the 90s. I used to think the Mavericks logo was so trashy in the 90s. I'm trying to find
And
it.
now it's kind of cool.
The green, yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't know, and maybe and that's the thing, because the Dallas Mavericks were trash. The Mavs sucked when they wore these jerseys, so in my head they sucked. That you thought negative things. The Kings were a mix of good and bad in this, right?
Yeah, go on.
New Jersey. I didn't like that Sonics logo as much as I liked the early 90s one that they brought back. This is kind of a fix up. The old Warriors logo, kind of weird.
Yeah, never truly understood it.
Warriors don't have a mascot, but Thunder used to be their mascot before OKC. That was their
Yeah.
name. Know your mascots.
Know your mascots,
Wizards.
kids. The Bobcats.
Yeah, I like the Raptors logo.
Love.
Raptors logo is great. Rockets,
Magic.
eh,
Magic. We talked about Magic the other day.
yeah. Oh God, I love the Magic as a kid. So that's a cool logo.
That's what I'm saying.
Such a cool logo. Well, and their jerseys, my favorite Orlando. God, I love just chatting. Morgan's like, you like jerseys this much? Dude, Orlando's pinstripe jerseys.
You just
Oh.
said this the other day, I feel like.
I don't know why I had to choose a fat picture of Shaq, But
I mean, in between.
oh god, I love these guys. Girl, Shaq and Penny.
The stripe is such.
It's sick.
It's
dude.
such a random touch, but I love it.
Shout out if you like. Give us a hell yeah in the chat if you like the pinstripes, please.
Do you like the pinstripes? Bryce says purple shoes are sick. Are they?
See ya, Cassie.
Thanks. Bye, Cassie.
Cassie's off to listen to the Republic game.
No
Watch it on
way.
ESPN Plus, man.
Yeah, the Jazz with the mountains. Very cool.
A Kings pinstripe jersey. Man,
Wouldn't that just be like ripping it off the Magic
Yeah.
at that point? That's why I kind of like the checkers on the side as like
that's a unique look. No one in the league has.
right. And you don't even have to do the jersey purple and black like that. Like you could do something because it's a lot going on. But I like it.
that. Question for the chat: how old is too old to wear like a basketball jersey?
To a game or just in public?
Just in public. And do you have to be? Because in my eyes, if I had a rule book on this, and it's a rule that's not ironclad,
Okay.
like we could talk about it. I think if you can, as a kid, wear a jersey. Okay.
Okay.
I think as a guy, you need to be ripped if you wear a jersey.
What are these
'Cause you're just
standards you're putting on people? Don't listen to him. Do not create
Like-
an eating disorder because of this man.
No, I'm talking about you have to be cut. Like you got to feel it. It's just weird when like these.
No, you don't. I disagree with that. I disagree with that.
I'm saying this. I couldn't pull one off.
Yes, you could.
No,
You
I would
be-
look too skinny. I'd be like,
Dude,
oh, that's-
you look like an idiot in a lot of things. And so, like, just add it to your list. Like, come on. Age doesn't matter for a jersey. I like it.
Hey man, if you say that, I might start rocking jerseys.
Well,
Oh, let's talk about
you
it. Mo.
should do anything you feel confident in.
Why did you hesitate there? Why don't you think I could pull
I
off a
hesitate
jersey?
with a lot of things that you do. A lot of things. Like, are you kidding me?
Birdman says that's true. If you're jacked, you can wear a jersey. Yeah.
You guys, you can wear a jersey no matter what body type you have. Don't let anyone tell you something differently.
Roman says if I see a 60-year-old man in a jersey, he's instantly the coolest grandpa I know. 60's not that old anymore, right?
Well, I guess not. My parents are 60. In their 60s.
Sure, underneath the jersey is I never hooped status. No, I think sometimes you do. If you're that awkward, like you can't fill out an NBA jersey, maybe you should wear it. I'd have to get like a medium jersey
You know
for it to fill out.
Jerseys look like big jerseys on women. I think look so cute.
Kurt, well, yes, for sure.
You know?
I agree with that. Kurt says age doesn't matter, but you don't you dare tuck it in. No, if I swear to God, if you see someone tucking in an NBA jersey at a game, it does make me laugh when the guy comes from work and like goes to the team store and buys a jersey and he like puts it over
his
his like
button up.
Yeah, he's got like a tie on.
That is
Take
my
off the tie, chump.
That's my one no.
You know what I want
You're-
you to do? I want you to rip off if you're really a fan,
Yeah.
you take the shirt off, throw it away.
Ooh. Yeah,
For
if
the
you're
jersey.
that rich that you can just walk in and buy a swingman jersey on your Wednesday, then and put it over your work shirt, then yes, throw away your work shirt. Show us what you're really made of.
These kids in Sacktown said, I wore a tucked-in jersey for a job interview. You probably didn't get that job, did you? You're probably like, what is this guy doing? He's wearing a jersey and it's tucked in? Instantly
A
out.
jersey.
It's like in Step Brothers when they showed up in like a tuxedo. Or like Seth at first
Yes.
kind of liked it. And then hoodie under jersey is the move. You know what,
That's
Christine?
a good one.
Great call.
Yep.
Totally acceptable.
For everyone. But this is me also saying that I do believe anyone can wear jersey with no anything under it.
Bryce says Deuce would get an extra small to look jacked.
Whoa.
Shots fired. I guess.
Is that no?
I-
He's saying
it
you would
always
look
cracks
jacked.
me up though when any time I tell someone my shirt size, they're like, "Really? You're not a medium? Bro, I'm a large, dude. I'm not lying. I am wearing a large shirt. I'm not small."
Why does that matter to people?
As the skinny kid growing up,
Oh, no.
when people, oh my God, you look so skinny. I'm like, I want to fight them.
That's so weird to me because I was the
No,
fat
but
kid, or I
see-
was the chubby.
So
I was the
but
chubby
that's
girl
the thing where
growing
people,
up.
it's like people don't think, people never think, yeah, whatever.
And it's, yeah, no, and I get it. People always think that, like,
It can go the other way around. Not everyone's just happy with how they look.
I mean, it really, it's the society's way of looking at and valuing weight sizes, obviously very different. But yes, that's why, like, everyone thinks, like, but it's a compliment when I say you look so
Yes.
skinny, and it's like,
How about you not comment on my look, please?
and I don't want to
How
be
about
so
you say, hey, you
skinny
look-
or chubby or anything.
But
I
how
just
about
want to be
this?
me.
How about this? You go, you look great.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Yeah.
You don't have to be like, you look so skinny. Hey,
Oh
did
my God, you look so
you look
skinny.
thick. Yeah.
I definitely don't get
Deuce
that
jacked
one.
for an old man. Okay.
Deuce jacked for an old man.
Be like Kenny and rock small shirts, Deuce. Yeah, Kenny wears. That's the thing with wearing small shirts. They always, the sleeve always like rides up into your armpit.
Because you're
know?
so muscly, huh? Is
I'm
that
saying
why?
when you wear small shirts.
Yeah, on all guys, right? Or no?
It's not because you're it's just because the shirt's too small.
Oh.
Like, what?
I don't know. Wait, a shirt doesn't do that to me. So sorry, I don't wear a whole bunch of men's shirts to understand your sizing issue.
If you're confident, you can wear anything. Do you know what, Roman? Honestly,
Facts.
it's so true. It's so
Facts.
true.
Anything. I feel like last year with
Yeah.
NBC, I just like was having so much fun and tried so many different things. I look back on some looks, I'm like, what was that? And other times I'm like, that was fun. That was something you'd never wear. Like, this is what I wear every day. And so it was so fun to just like try and rock a whole bunch of shit.
That's cool. That's really cool.
You can all do it too.
What
were you laughing at?
Deuce is built like Steve-O. Now, Steve-O's got like a six-pack, man. Oh, man. Deuce and his schmedium. No, dude. Come on, man. Make sure if you're here, hit the thumbs up button. I mean, can we get to 100 thumbs up so, we're actually tempted to do it just chatting again?
Let's go.
We wanted to do something different than the podcast. We figured could be a way to hang out with you guys. We'll be on for a little bit longer, just chatting about whatever comes up. That's what tonight has been. It's been kind of chill.
Oh,
Huh? Just listen to music and talking?
dude, it's been. You know what's funny?
What?
I really thought we were gonna talk like definitely more Kings.
Oh,
tonight.
we can if you want.
We don't have to. No, but it's funny because we didn't. We got to a vision board. We got to our childhood
That's what-
heroes.
I thought I didn't think it was just King's chat.
No, neither did I. I just half of our conversations are Kings based or basketball based. So this is probably the most off topic conversation,
Yeah.
that we're having.
Has Kenny Beecham hit you guys up yet? No. I haven't even reached out, to be honest, yet. I need to. Will Z says, I'm trying to lean into the male crop top look. Out of my comfort zone a little bit, so freaking comfortable.
Ooh.
Imagine if I just started rocking that on the pod all the time.
Dude,
I'd take all shirts to crop
honestly,
tops like I'm Ezekiel Elliott.
If you did and you were just like, I like it, I feel comfortable, I would sense your confidence and think it was the coolest thing in the world.
Okay,
I would.
I'm going to say, if anyone else did that, you 100% would have that. If I did that, there's no chance
Because
in hell.
you wouldn't be
Zero
serious
chance.
about it.
Zero chance you'd be supportive.
How many times have I
Zero
talked to you
chance.
about like fashion? And you're like, that's just not me. I just did that. And it's like, okay, so that's why if you did it with confidence, I would like applaud it and encourage it and totally be for it.
No Discord, Twitter Spaces tonight? No, well, maybe we'll do that next time. We'll mix up how we do it. When is Keegan going to be on the podcast? That's a great question. Hopefully we'll get him on. It'd be a great interview.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, that'd be fun. That would be fun.
It would be fun if we were able to get him to open up a bit.
Yeah, and that's
know?
why I think it'd be more fun to talk to him maybe even after his first season.
Like
you know?
Davion. Davion was kind of quiet.
And
at first,
Tyrese, too.
Yeah. Well, Tyrese is a little more talkative.
But didn't we talk to him after his first
Yeah.
season?
Yeah.
Both of them, we talked to them after the first season. So they they get to know us a little bit more, get to know who we are, and understand like they can just be loose and talk hoops and whatever else.
Mo's Deuce impression is spot on.
I try.
Brooke, have y'all thought about reaching out to other SAC native athletes for the pod? Yeah, I mean, I think we could probably do that for the off season, where maybe people like with Association of Sacramento, whether Kings or not. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool.
Great idea. We always love the ideas. Corey says, is the Kendrick Perkins interview still potentially in the works?
Ugh.
All right, here's the thing. And maybe you guys are loyal enough to do this. So Kendrick Perkins, this is how crazy. I said, hey, any guesses on like who the big guest is going to be? Because it was for Davion Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
And so people are guessing. And I think it was Megaloo who mentioned Kendrick Perkins.
And then you tagged him.
And I was like, oh, I'd love to get at Kendrick Perkins on. He responds immediately, says, oh, I'm down, and or whatever, I'm down, whatever. Follows me on Twitter, immediately following. I'm like, oh my God, we're going to get Kendrick Perkins on the damn show. How crazy is this? We exchanged messages on Twitter about, hey, can we do it today? He goes, yeah, let's try it for Monday. Then I follow up Monday, nothing. I followed up a couple of times, but it's to the point now where like he hasn't responded to the last like 3. And it's just like, I can't. Like, if it happens, it happens. I don't want to be that guy.
No.
Like, I mean, he's a busy dude. I get that. He's like, breeding French bulldogs. You hear about that?
I saw that.
And work on ESPN doing
Oh my
a ton of
God.
shit. But so my point is, if you guys want, you guys have Twitter, hit Kendrick Perkins up and be like, yo, you got to come on with Deuce and Mo soon.
Yeah, just tag him. We've done the same thing to Isaiah Thomas, and he responded to
Yep.
people saying like, I'm gonna do it. He's got a lot of things he's got to focus on.
Yeah.
So with Kendrick Perkins, he's in the media world. He can come on.
I know some people don't like Perk, but I like his journey. The fact that this guy was like a journeyman big in the NBA, playing on some good teams, and now he's turned into like a huge NBA personality. I dig it. I want to talk to him about his story. I think it's cool. And people like Homer James, Perkins is the most horrible person on TV. Pass. Look, he's different, and that's what
so
thing.
mean.
This is 2022. I don't need everyone sounding the same. Or I'm a broadcaster. I have to be robotic. I'm going to break down like no. Like be loose, do some stupid shit, whatever.
There's things I'll get frustrated about with anybody on television when you're getting names wrong or you're not doing your homework and really understanding what you need to do. But if your role on a certain show could be to entertain me, and it's not like entertain me because people are making fun of you. It's entertaining because you're so, whatever on your take that you just are so strong about it. And that's how you present it. That at times is very entertaining. And he does that. And he's wrong a lot of the times to me. But that to me can be fun at times.
And he's real. He's real.
Right.
I dig it.
And he thinks he's right.
Carry the hell on.
Yeah.
It cracks me up. Someone was mentioning we gotta get Matt Barnes on again. So yeah, Matt would be cool. Gotta get Matt on. That'd be fun.
I love Matt. He's great.
Someone was mentioning get Pat McAfee on. Here's the thing about Pat McAfee. He's too big for us. It's just not
way too
happening.
big.
I mean, I've thought about this, like what connections could I use? And I have some ideas of people based in Indianapolis where he is. So you never know. I love Pat McAfee. I love what he's created.
God, I would love to talk to him about it.
He not only with this guy was a punter in the NFL. He wasn't a quarterback. He was a punter in the NFL. And look what he's turned into. And then has a podcast empire.
Yep.
Huge, probably one of the best sports. And it's so different, right? Like
it's not like I go to listen to it because I'm trying to gain a whole bunch of information or anything. It's like,
entertainment.
And I don't even
good conversation.
Listen that often.
So, and then he's great in WWE.
Yeah.
Not only in ring, but as an announcer, the guy's made for it. And I love him.
Entertainer.
I respect the hell out of that guy. But yeah, goals, vision board. Maybe Deuce makes a vision board with guests. Someone was also mentioning Chris Webber. Chris Webber's just a hard guy to get on, to be honest. I know Doug had him on when Doug was doing radio with J. Ross, but
that was cool.
He follows us on Twitter
And Instagram.
Morgan knows him a bit, but he's just, we're not like
hero.
friends or anything. But
No.
he just hasn't responded.
One of my best friends randomly 2 years ago or whatever, 3 years ago, whatever it was sitting on a plane next to him going to Portland. It was like one of the first games of the season, and she's really tall, and so they're both sitting in the, whatever, emergency seats, whatever, and they start talking, and then she starts texting me. She's like, I think I'm sitting next to an NBA player. Like, he said something about like he's going to a basketball game, to call, and I'm like, okay, well, could it be this guy? I said like Chris Webber, and she's like, oh yeah, he said his name's Chris. And so anyway, she gets his number because they genuinely, it was like a sweet, genuine like connection that they made. And he's like, do you or your friends, your work friends, want tickets to the game? Got her tickets, a couple tickets to the game.
But let's also not lose sight of the fact that what game he gave her tickets to.
Was it the first game that LeBron was coming back?
It was the first game with the Laker in Portland.
That's what it was.
It's a TNT game.
Yeah.
Chris Webber, they vibed
call.
on a plane, gave her tickets to the game. That was it.
So she has his number, but I would never, or would I?
Matt, it wasn't like that, dude. No, Chris,
that's what I'm trying to do. That's
it
why
wasn't.
it's like I hate mentioning stories about a man and a woman and a former NBA player, because it's like people's minds are disgusting and just go straight there. It wasn't that. Like, I have really good, genuine friends too that like are just people persons.
Good dude.
And he's a really good dude.
Brad Miller? Yeah, we got to get Brad on.
I know. I hit him up.
I know. We'll follow up. Hey, we're talking about all the people. That's the thing with booking this sometimes.
It's so hard.
You can get you can get a lot of great stuff, but like it's hard, for every yes we get, there's no responses or hey, can't do, or just,
Or like even when you have to follow up, sometimes it just feels so weird. If I ever commit to someone's podcast, I don't back out of it. And I'm like trying to make sure I've never backed out of a podcast that I said I would do. I won't think so ever. And just because I've been in that other seat when you're booking for your podcast and how stressful it is, but then you're like, I have a guest, the show is going to be this. And then if they cancel or they change the time or whatever it is, it's just so deflating. And I just never want to make someone else feel that way.
But what's cool, when we get people on the podcast, they want to come back again, which is awesome.
Yeah.
It's always like good. But like the fact that one of the coolest moments of my career, and look, I'm not acting like this guy is like a Hall of Famer, but Bobby Marks over at ESPN, super nice guy. We had him on the radio back when we did a radio show when he first got the gig with the Vertical Yahoo Sports with Woj. And like he was still kind of a relatively unknown guy.
Sure.
Ever since then, he's come on. No matter what, me and Morgan are walking.
Oh my God.
At Summer League at Thomas and Mack, and Bobby sees us like Deuce and Mo. He's like I'm like, oh my God, Bobby Martin, you
just shooting
you're
the shit with us for so long, telling us about the secret pizza place that we have to go to.
Dude, so cool. Talked
about his dog. Like he is just a sweetheart, just a really good person.
Let's see. Timothy said, Deuce, will you tell us who you and Matt George thought would be the best Kings player turned WWE wrestler? It's funny, Matt cut that out of his podcast. I talked to Matt about that.
Wait, the podcast already went up?
Yeah.
Oh.
So at the beginning of the podcast, he kind of introed me in like, only a way Matt could.
Yeah.
Where he really puts over his guests, which is super nice. But every guest is like, amazing. But again, super nice.
Yeah.
He's like, from the best podcast in Sacramento. I was like, whoa, okay. And I'm like, God, doing your Paul Heyman or something, some wrestling thing, whatever. And then somehow he asked me about Vince. I'm like, oh, we're going there. Cool. Yeah. And then he was trying to transition to talk Kings. And he's like, hey, what Kings current player would make the best wrestler in WWE? And I was like, well, man, back in the day, you'd think Vlade because he could take a bump. He could really sell. I came to the conclusion, again, I was trying to think on the spot fast. Who do you think I said?
I'm going to guess.
Any guesses in the chat? Current guy.
Okay, current guy. This is,
who I think would make the best wrestler.
Okay, so that means on the mic and in the ring. Well, which is both, but you know what I mean. Terrence Davis?
That's a really random one.
Yeah.
I went with Sabonis.
I
And
was going to guess him, but that's why I was like, no, that's too easy.
you thought about the mic thing, and that's actually something I brought up with Mike, with Matt. I was like, the thing with Sabonis, he's not going to be good on the mic.
See, so
But I don't need him on the mic.
you just want him to be the big Braun Strowman
Dude,
like guy.
does WWE
Okay.
not like just big, strong?
100%.
Sabonis, he's thick.
Feed me more.
He's got a little girth on him. He's a brick, dude. Like
Yeah.
he's 7 foot and he's ripped. He's a strong man. I'm not gonna say he's a strong dude. You get him in the ring, you just see him do those chops. Just, but give me a chop. Morgan. No, you're not.
Do you want me to do it? One.
Yeah.
Do you want one?
No, I do not want one. Sabonis
That's
is
fine.
probably the guy.
But you understand my Terrence Davis reasoning?
I
What?
love how people think it's weird when I say girth. If you're a longtime podcast listener, it's kind of a thing.
It's kind
we
of a
talk
thing.
about a girth.
Yeah, like
I talk about players' wagons.
it's
first team all
it's
wagon.
your mind going there. I just want the Kings to have players with girth. That's just a big ass
Let's
dude.
let that sit for a second.
Yeah.
Did you guys know Luke Harper? I was never a WWE fan, but he was a friend of a friend, so we hung out a few times. Yeah, rest
Aw.
in peace, Luke Harper. Brody Lee,
Yeah.
who lost his life about a year and a half ago.
AEW handled that so well with
Yeah.
just the way that they have honored him in so many different ways. You guys are funny.
Girth is a perfect word for Saboner.
Saboner, yes. Oh my God.
I would love to know how Sabonis feels about, like, has he heard? Do you think, first of all, do you think Sabonis pays any attention? He seems like a guy who does not pay attention to social media.
No.
Speaking of that, what do you think about Keegan's like Instagram? It's hilarious.
Well, he's not running it.
Yeah.
So
But he just, like, the day he won Summer League MVP, it's just like a bunch of, like, just every random photo from Summer League of him.
I think that's cute.
It was. I like it. It's cool. You don't need, like, social media. But do you think
very-
Sabonis is ever, if someone mentioned Saboner, would he be like, what's that? Or would he be like, yeah.
No,
I've heard it.
I'm sure he's heard it. I'm sure he's.
Do you think he thinks it's funny?
Well, it depends on his personality. That could tell a lot about somebody.
I don't know.
Maybe if someone mentioned that to me, like if it was some like creepy dude I didn't know and it was something like a name like that, a nickname for me, I'd be like, I don't like this interaction. But if it's like someone you know and they're like, oh my goodness, what do you think of this nickname? I think he'd be like, oh, fans are just funny. It would be
Yeah.
like that kind of answer. Where deep down, he's laughing behind the scenes. And he's like, everyone's got a Saboner. Get those Saboners up.
Get the Saboners up. It's one of those, like, things it cracks me up, but I am a little, like.
I raised the roof when I did
I
that,
don't
by the
know.
way. You what? A little what? It's like, why? Is that name weird to anyone? You know what I mean? I don't know.
There's, like, certain things I've been like, dude, could you make Saboner merch? I'm like, I don't know. And the other one that gets me all the time is,
Yeah, that's
should
weird.
we get some merch that says, like, Stat Ho?
I know. That was one that we were going to do, and then we just felt like we can say certain things that can be inappropriate at times, but it's comedy. I think
Yeah.
making those things isn't really like
Sure.
us. It's not part of our brand.
Hacks in the chat who always comes in and says some sort of dick comment.
What did he say?
Change the subject for F's sake, Deuce and Mo.
Sorry, dude.
It's just chatting. We're just hanging out, man. I'm sorry.
Tyler.
Should we spin the wheel? What should
Tyler.
we talk about?
Dude, Saboner Thunder Sticks in the playoffs. Yes, we will make those. Oh, God. What?
What?
So we would order them
just-
through a company.
It would just be Sabonis' face is on. Like,
Well, it would be a stick with Sabonis's
head on the
so it
at the
kind of
very
gives,
top.
and then it would say Saboner, so then it
No.
would give the
We are not.
imagery.
No, we're
that,
not
like,
giving those.
What is
no,
that? But
inappropriate.
it's just
not happening.
his face on top of a stick.
Oh.
Ayo. Thanks, Bertman. I made a very creative vision board. I think I know how to make stuff. Come on.
Your vision board will be a T-shirt. I think we got to figure out a way to get it done.
Yeah.
How do we do that?
We're going to take this lighting and take a good photo of it. Couple good
Can
photos.
an artist just redo it? Like we hire an artist
No.
and
that would
recreate?
be,
No, like draw it. You know?
that would be amazing. Oh my God. Color pencil, watercolor.
Oh man.
Die. If any artist wants it, let me know.
The whole Saboner thing got me thinking about late 90s WWE. The fact that Al Snow, and someone in the chat just mentioned Saboner heads, that Al Snow would come out with head, and his song is, "What does everybody want? Head. What does everybody need? Head." That, like, how
inappropriate.
how stupid and childish. And then Val Venus.
Is this the one that you told me about the other day?
Yes.
Oh my God. This is so gross. This is,
Okay,
I
so
can't believe
Val
this was,
Venus, for people who don't know, young fans, in like late 90s wrestling, a character named Val Venus, like a porn star. And everything he did, the big Val Bowski, it was all reference to sex, drill, everything.
Yes.
This shirt, just take a look at it. I'm cocked. And on the back it says, locked and ready to unload. Do we realize?
And look at
the
look at the
font?
font. And we're not even going to say anything. Just look at the font. So no, we will not be making Saboner merch.
What a legacy, Vince McMahon. What a legacy you live behind.
like you. Ugh. Goodbye.
Oh.
Good riddance.
Hello, ladies. It's the big Balbowski.
Oh, you wrestling
I'm actually
nerds.
that's not a bad Val Venus.
Really?
For anyone that knows, was that a decent Val Venus? Hello, ladies.
Yes. Accurately incorrect. Yes.
Yeah, man.
100%.
This is where just Shan's awesome. We got 10 minutes left, and then it's all over. Accurately incorrect says your voice needs to be a little more raspy.
Oh,
For
yours?
Valvinus, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Thank you.
Pretty good though. You got from Bryce.
Did you see the new Black Panther trailer?
No.
No, it's supposed to be really good. I mean, they acknowledge its passing.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't see it yet. I saw the clip on social media. I need to watch it.
Oh. Yeah, I'm down for that. I'm down for that.
Duck says, come in the chat just to like the podcast. Well, thanks, man. Appreciate
Dude.
hitting the thumbs up. Yeah.
We've been on for
Oh.
almost 2 hours with vision boards and amazingness. What?
My guy's here.
What?
Bad guy is here on Just
What up,
Chat,
bad
where we just
guy?
hang out and chat. Let's talk about it. He asked, what y'all, who are your guys' NFL teams?
Niners.
Man, I almost hate to say this to you, man. Whoa. God, man, what is up with... I gotta take the chat box off the screen. Sorry, guys. This is where... Hey, where are our mods tonight? Where are our mods?
Why do we have thoughts?
Yeah. Sorry. He was asking what our favorite NFL
I said
teams for
Niners.
Niners. Bad guy is an Eagles fan.
Oh.
Bad guy. I grew up a Cowboys fan. You know how I feel about your Eagles? You know how I feel about Philly? The scum Philly fans that booed. Santa Claus won, but how they treated Michael Irvin when his career ended on the field. Do you understand how happy they were with that? Disgusting. Disgusting. Michael Irvin owned the Eagles for years, so of course those classless scumbag fans in Philly loved seeing the playmaker's career come to an end.
I love that he's now talking about Jimmy G. God, I used to care so much more. So much more.
A bad guy says Mark Sanchez got more playoff wins than the Cowboys do in 30 years. Again, you're not going to offend me because I grew up a Cowboys fan, but I don't have the same feeling because bad guy, I'm not a Jerry Jones guy.
No way.
But hey, those 90s weren't too nice to Philly. Let's talk about it. He also says free Jimmy G. Kyle Shanahan is 8-28 without Jimmy G. What a joke. Jimmy's not that guy. Jimmy's not that guy, man. But yeah, I mean,
I'm not a Jimmy Garoppolo.
no, he's fine.
Guy.
He got the job done when needed, but he also, it's tough because he's been to a Super Bowl, been to an NFC Championship game. Like Tony Romo would dream of doing something like that.
Yeah, but there's also a good defense.
Great
and
defense at the time,
other supporting cast, if you want to call it that, or actually wasn't the supporting cast and were actually the stars that had to run the ball and get shit done.
Trey Lance, and I don't know who Trey Lance is yet. I mean, we don't know. I mean, they you're gonna be talking about that draft for years to come based on like what they gave up to get him and there's so much pressure on him.
So much pressure.
I know we're not like we by the way used to do a sports podcast and a sports radio show, so I'm not like as locked in on everything anymore. But Shanahan said this week that this is one of the most talented teams that they've had. That's saying a lot. And if you're that talented and that you have that belief in Trey Lance, if you aren't able to take what you're calling one of the most talented teams you've ever had to a deep run, that's not good.
It's just a lot of pressure on a young quarterback.
Yes, who was playing at North Dakota State.
Who, by the way, but like, here's my thing with Trey Lance is just do a little bit better than Jimmy and people will like you. And that's not asking for much. And I'm not even shitting on Jimmy Garoppolo right now. There was times Jimmy G could just hang on to the ball, right? And make those short passes and make sure that the offense wasn't going to turn over at times unless he had to throw it long and hell could never get it anywhere. But Trey Lance just needs to do a little better than that. And if there's a good enough team around him to keep it going, he'll be just fine.
And look,
People will be happy.
Bad guy could be right. Jimmy G, it could be better than him right now. And that's going to be interesting. I mean, to me, it is one of the most fascinating subplots to the NFL season. If this team is as good as he thinks they are, and he has a belief to put Trey Lance in a situation, and it doesn't work out, it reflects so poorly on him. And a lot of people are going to question him because there's so much hype about Shanahan. But it's been a mixed bag. Let's be honest about it.
That's enough NFL talk
Sorry.
for today.
I'm interested.
I'm
in
interested.
the
Yeah. I mean, I'll be watching.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll get Red Zone this year.
I'm not high on Jimmy G either, but like that doesn't mean I'm like a Trey Lance guy. I mean, I think Jimmy's a flawed guy who does just enough to keep a team competitive, but sometimes not enough to get you where you ultimately want to go. But Trey Lance, yeah, I mean, he has a chance to be more dynamic, but everything you hear about Trey Lance, it's all based on potential. We'll see. There was another comment I wanted to get to besides the same spam guy that somehow keeps coming back. They have to keep banning.
Rude.
Damn. I missed it.
Damn, Deuce.
We got 5 minutes. Ty Guy says, Mo is crazy. Red zone is required. Yeah, the problem is with our schedule in the NBA season, there's so many games that
I can only
like
watch
it's just,
my team.
Once November hits, there's a lot of Sundays. We got a G League game, we got a Kings game. It's just
We used to spread. I don't think in sports radio like you're spreading yourself thin. I just once we were doing what?
No, you're
so many. Once we were like truly broadcasting to even G League basketball, it was like the shift and the focus was, okay, if we focus on basketball, we could be really good at this and not just like
It
you
is-
know,
it
have
is-
fun and talk NFL too.
But it is spreading yourself thin, doing it in sports radio. And I think the thing that me and Morgan struggled with at times was not finding the balance. Like, I'm the type that if
Yeah.
on a Monday in sports radio, or even when we were doing sports on the podcast, if we were coming on a Monday and the Kings played Sunday, it'd be like, I'm watching the Kings game, but I have to watch the Niners game.
Yeah.
Because I don't,
That was
we've always been the
bad.
type, I'm not going to talk about something that I didn't see. I'm not going to be the person and
Read an
trust me,
article and then talk about it.
there's people out there that like pretend they read a headline, and then they go on there and talk about it. And you're like, you can hear it. You got to live it. Like, you got to watch it. You got to listen. You got to talk. If you're going to be one of those people that breaks it down and pretends to be an expert, or you better be damn good entertaining. But if you're trying to just fake it, it's just not authentic to me.
It got to the point where watching football felt like work for me, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Whoa!" I'm a fan of
Yeah, yeah,
football.
yeah.
Like,
For
what
sure.
what happened to that? And so then once I solely started focusing on basketball, NBA, like putting all my heart and soul into this, and just like loving the shit out of it, it's made watching Niners more fun.
Yeah, and it's busy during NBA. Like, we just aren't home to watch games. That's the other thing. Andreas, I had a job in the car all day back in your KHTK days. I loved your radio show. Thought the studio should have backed y'all. I don't know what you mean by that last part of the studio. Yeah, I've publicly said this before. I think I'm finally to the point in my life with what happened there where I just don't care anymore. Like,
Because it's irrelevant.
it used to fuel me so much, and it fueled me to take me to the next stop, but I don't constantly think about it because I now look back on it and go, I'm glad it happened because it forced, and I was always the guy that evolved and tried new things on social media and everything, but it forced us into this direction now. And in this business, you have to evolve. So I used to have deep, like, hatred, not even hatred, but just like resentment
Yeah.
toward some people at that place where
I don't give a fuck.
yeah, I
shit
just
about
it's just different. Yeah.
Yeah. No, and it's nice when you can reach that point of of whatever peace or whatever, but it's like
Yeah, and for me, I think the piece had to come with like
the success because of what we're doing has also been successful is also kind of like the cherry on top too.
well, yeah. I mean, yes,
You
yes.
know,
No, for
like
sure.
that helps
it
a little
does.
bit.
I mean,
Like,
if,
let's
if-
be real.
Yeah, yes. If we had gotten let go from radio and then like that was the end of our media career, it'd be like, yeah, maybe that place is right. You know, or like, oh, that kind of sucks. But yeah, the fact that we've been able to do some other things and get support from people, and you know, there's more people who listen to our podcast now that have no idea we were on the radio, and that's fun. You know, like just a different time, right?
Yeah. No, it's pretty wild how things have evolved and changed, and I love it. It's great.
Insane Cookies. Juice, did you watch AEW today? I couldn't, man. We've been doing just chatting.
Been doing just chatting.
And Sage, what's a radio? No, radio still, that's the thing. Like, I always tell people, radio has one advantage, and it's not for long. They're in every car. That's what's kept them alive.
Not in every car anymore.
Yeah, I mean, but they usually have FM. It's just, I could do a 3-hour just chatting by myself talking about how I feel old media from TV, newspaper, and
yeah.
radio have failed to evolve, and they're still like even
be our
radio
topic
stations
sometime.
today. I'll say this as we wrap up because we need to wrap.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say is D-Lo and I'm not just saying this either.
Yeah.
D-Lo and KC are doing, they have a radio show, but they're not doing it like a radio
doing it
show.
right.
They do have commercials. That's the one traditional element where they
Sure.
have to hit a break every once in a while. But on the stream, they stay on throughout the whole thing and engage. You know, like they're always, it's
a
bigger.
stream.
But 99% of sports radio shows throughout the country, they say they're not radio stations anymore, but they just put their shit on YouTube and Twitch.
And
or-
they just have a camera
Yeah,
up in the
but
corner and
there's
no
no-
one's even acknowledging
There's no
it.
engagement. They're still focused on radio. They're still doing the same teases. Like, hey, coming up in 10 minutes, I'll tell you one king who should be traded. It's not who you think. That's coming up next. You know, like
Yes.
that you listen around the country. Like that's the type of stuff you get.
It's like not authentic. It's like,
yeah.
just talk to us like humans.
So
we're all just
I
talking
think
here.
my whole point is I think radio should be more focused on just radio is an additional way to get your content out. Just like for us, we have YouTube, you've got Twitch, we've got TikTok, we've got IG with Reels, we've got the audio podcast, Spotify. Get your content out.
Yes.
That's what radio should be for radio shows. They should be focused on everything.
Yeah. No, and hopefully like there's some places that get it, and there's other places that think that they get it, and then there's other places that just don't get it. And hey, to each their own.
Yeah.
You got it. Like, you know, we're even doing our own thing. And I remember like there's been a few older people that would reach out to me, text me, asking me questions after I just did a 2-hour podcast answering all these questions. And I would basically say, F you, go listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
I don't listen to podcasts. I just listen to radio.
I know.
And
It's a weird adjustment for people.
Once they started listening to our show, getting texts, wow, wait, you guys are actually like really good. And I'm like, it shouldn't even be like that for you, but that it was them understanding that a podcast is not just this amateur bullshit out there. And yes, there are many out there that can be that. But like if you put your whole heart, soul, and dedication into a podcast, it is truly like any of these other media businesses, but it just needs to grow.
Yeah, and I think that's one thing I get a lot from people when I meet. I mean, there's so many people who listen to podcasts. Hey, I love the podcast, but there's also the people like, man, I loved you on the radio, and it's the same thing. I'm like, bro, I do a podcast all that. We go on when there's a big thing that happens. We check it out, you know. But more and more people, especially with the pandemic, people learned about podcasting more and streaming. Like, oh, this is how you do it. Yeah. So more and more people are.
Those older
involved.
People are now listening all the time because they're like, yeah.
I always liked when you were on the J. Ross Midday Show, how you guys always worked in WWE stuff, and I've been hooked on you guys since. Yeah, we did a lot of stuff on WWE back in the day. It's always that
Thank
was
you, by the way.
So influential in my upbringing was wrestling. Like I loved it, and so yeah, man, we had a ton of wrestlers in studio.
We did. That was a fun time with J. Ross.
Mike says, do you two feel you got more opportunities through the podcast or the radio?
Podcasts.
But you mean like more because of?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think
100% podcasts.
I would say podcast / social media.
Sure.
Yeah, you know,
but the podcast is half of the social media that's out there. Like.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Morgan, in my opinion, Morgan's probably not doing NBC's half and post game shows if we didn't do night chats.
Right. And that's why thank you all for always making this happen. And obviously just your support has like helped us take different leaps in our careers too. So thanks.
I'm excited to see where it goes. I think especially if the Kings are good, I think the community is just going to get larger because you're just going to want more people to come and after a game and talk about it. And we've seen it where you're just, I mean, looking year over year, I'm just like, holy shit. So it's fun. And it's fun just like we got a cool Discord community. Hell, here we are on a Wednesday night just hanging out. We're not doing a show. We're just hanging out talking with you guys. And it's cool. It's just fun to engage with you. It feels like a real big community.
Yeah. No, it's
Deuce-ciples.
Deuce bags and morons.
Deuce bags and morons. Who's a deuce bag? Who's a moron?
Choose wisely.
So podcasting is a way. Yeah, I love podcasting. I think it's big. I think the biggest challenge for podcasters right now is finding out ways to monetize. And for years, it used to be you'd sign up with affiliate links, or you get a podcasting platform that's like, hey, we'll give you, $2.
Oh my God.
$2 per 1,000 downloads. It's never been conducive for smaller creators. But I think that's going to change. I think that will get better because more and more companies are understanding the value in podcasting, blah, blah, blah. But I think what we've done differently than some is we have foreign partnerships with people locally. And Morgan's like the sales team, dude. She's closing deals left and right. She's taking meetings. Like this is not a hobby for us. Like it's a passion. We love it. It's not work. It's great. But like, yeah, she's been taking meetings, and to
You know how
form
weird it is
partnerships
to
because
talk to people about money, but like,
no, but it also like we're trying to do something we
Yeah.
want, and it's like, can we get a local business much needed exposure?
yes.
And it's something we believe in, like the
That's,
detail pros.
Well, that's
We
been
believe
the
in it.
funnest
Yeah,
thing about this is
exactly.
that we've only teamed up and partnered with businesses and people that we believe in, because we've had a lot of others over email reach out.
Yeah.
And it's just sometimes not a fit or
Yeah.
it, whatever it is. But that's what's been the funnest part about this too, because I've built some really cool relationships with a lot of these people that I have to, reach out to each month and everything. So, it's been a wild ride, but hopefully we can keep growing so then we can expand the amount of people under the Deuce and Mo podcast brand.
Stone Cold Steve asks this: if you had to sneak a parrot through airport security, how would you do it? It's my therapy.
Support
It's my
parrot.
therapy parrot. Come on in. It's on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Come on in.
I guess if otherwise, I would sneak it in a little dog case bag, because you're allowed to have a little dog.
And don't make a noise.
Yeah. But I guess that would be the way. And I'd say, no talking. No talking. No talking.
If you could have any Kings broadcasting job, which one would it be, Deuce?
Well,
I mean, I'm not. Look, I love play-by-play. So if that were ever to be open, like if Kyle Draper's like, I'm leaving, or Mark Jones like, I'm just gonna do ESPN, and I had a chance, yeah, I would love that. I mean, it's weird. I don't like going, I want this job.
Yeah.
Like that's weird. Like I
No,
would
it's
love to
not
do
like
NBA
that.
play-by-play, but yeah, doing play-by-play in Sacramento would be awesome.
dude.
Yeah, but I would love to be on pre and post too to do stuff, mix it up. But yeah, play-by-play would be legit. I get so energized for these big moments. Like, I'm excited for Stockton. The G League
Dude.
season. G League is bigger than ever. Hopefully the vibes in Stockton are back after, they had like this long layoff because of COVID, so they had to re-engage the fan base. Like,
we get our fix with the Stockton Kings games. It is so fun calling those games together. And I mean, obviously those are goals of ours that hopefully one day we can reach, but it's always a process, like
Yeah.
there's just a way you have to go about it, and you got to be patient and just keep working your ass off. So, excited for the Stockton Kings season.
let's get a few more here.
It sounds so funny when someone's that excited about like G League basketball, but you guys,
No,
the
dude, we
product
like
just
basketball.
keeps getting
Oh, it's
better,
great.
and I just love hoops.
You're talking to people who watch it.
Yeah, what am I doing?
Must be a thing. Someone in our YouTube chat was just like, yo, bro, I'm from the UK. Can you react to my song? It must be a gimmick that they do. The kids do, damn it. We fell for it earlier. Whatever.
Because even when Kyler kept saying that it like the background.
right.
I'm like, it's called a beat.
Yeah. Whatever. We got trolled, but it wasn't even that big of a deal.
It was great.
The Burt Man. So you're saying you don't want to be sponsored by Poop Be Gone lawn cleaning services? Actually, I would totally do that.
100%
Zero
would team up with them.
Hector, would you guys leave Sacramento if a great opportunity came along? I think years ago I was like, dude, if I had to leave Sac, I'd do it. But I'd rather not.
Yeah.
I mean-
I'm with you. I feel like what we are starting to grow and establish here with just even this, with just this Deuce and Mo brand and stuff, it's like,
I think
it's here.
the
Love it
only
here.
jobs I would leave for,
Oh.
I would leave if it was like another NBA, like if there's an NBA play-by-play
Yeah,
job.
hell yeah.
I got to be completely honest. I don't care what market.
Yep.
I'd take it, but we'd still do the podcast. It would
100% because you're not.
and we'd still cover the Kings.
Yep. Well,
and
that's
the
why.
NBA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't care if the new market fans were like, they're just the Kings fan. Because I'd be like, oh no, like I'm always going to be this Kings fan. But it doesn't mean that I can't root and support the team that I'm calling games for and be just as excited when that team wins.
How did you guys feel about the Kyler Murray thing about watching film? Yeah, they put something in his contract that required him to watch on his time 4 hours of film a week or something. And people are like, wow, they got to put that in contract. Yeah, I mean, it's a
Maybe
little weird.
He's not watching enough film.
Yeah, I'm more curious why they felt the need to leak that. I don't like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing. It's like, yeah, I want the guy watching film. I just think to me, that's really shitty. And whoever decided to do that is obviously doesn't like Kyler or didn't like the con. It's a really shitty thing to do. You know, I didn't listen to the full podcast, but I saw a clip of Jamarcus Russell, the former Raiders quarterback, #1 overall, who, you know, is one of the biggest busts in NFL history. And there's this famous story that's been told for years where they gave him a DVD to watch film.
Okay.
And to take it home and watch film. And there wasn't film on it. It was like a movie or something. And they asked him about it, if you watched it. And he goes, yeah, but there was no actual game film on it. But that story was put out there. And he was just very open about talking about it. I was like, why would you do that to me?
Yeah.
Like, what are you trying to do?
Right.
And he wasn't trying to excuse, like, anything in the clip I saw, but it was just
not
like
the right approach. This
is a young man. Like, how about you find a way to get him super engaged and wanting to watch film? Like, be a better coach. Like, that's
tactic. Exactly. That tactic is just so, I don't know if belittling's the right word, but it's such a weird flex on someone to be like, liar.
I don't know. It's just, and Cody says Jamarcus was legit lazy though. Yeah, no one's saying he was. I gotta go listen to that full podcast.
But there's other way. You could literally be like, hey, we're gonna do this together. We're gonna go to therapy together. We're gonna go to a sports therapist together. We're gonna do this together to make you better. Instead of trying to pull a fast one on him, trying to make him look like an idiot.
Yeah, let's leak this and make him.
Yeah.
I just think there's a better way to do it. Drew says, do you think Mo would really turn heel on Deuce first? Like, in real life, we'd never turn on each other.
No, dude. No way.
No. But in terms of, like, who's the heel?
Deuces. I'm not a heel.
I love that.
Yeah. I mean, I can have like a dark mind, dark comedy, that kind of vibe, but definitely not a heel.
49ers media. That's like the third time someone asked us that tonight. Do you guys have favorite NFL teams? Morgan likes the Niners. I grew up a Cowboys fan. Not as into them anymore, though. Yeah. Well, hey, I think the first Just Chat was a success.
I agree.
Should we do it more often?
Yeah, we'll definitely be sprinkling them in.
Okay. During the off season, we'll make sure to do more of these. Maybe we'll have like some sort of gimmick every time. Morgan this time did a vision board, and
it's
just
not a gimmick. It's a real hope and dream.
No, I know, but this before we go, I want you to give a little show off your vision board. If you wanted the full details on the story behind it, hit rewind. Morgan made a vision board for the upcoming Kings season. This will be on a shirt. Although, do we put the pictures of you and your teammates on the shirt?
No. But we just put like me in my AAU jersey or something.
Okay, we'll think about it. Yeah. Anyway. Hell yeah. Seriously, appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button if you're watching this later. Well, hopefully you enjoyed a couple of hours of just hanging out. We'll do more of these. Have some fun. We love you guys so much. Morgan's still holding this up for some reason.
Yeah, why am I?
I don't know. We love you guys. But we gots to go.
Y'all have a wonderful rest of your night. See ya.
See ya. We do it again.
See ya.
Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know. Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. The podcast that you know.